3 fortitude.
Yeah, no, that's
I mean,
true.
he has overall better
Unchained
saves.
Unchained Monk gets 2 good saves because they get good fort saves and good reflex saves.
And he's
Ah,
incentivized to have
To
wisdom.
have high wisdom, correct? Yep, it's all good stuff.
But you know
I
what
think
is
the
really good though from base monk is their base saves.
yes, that is one of the things that you lose out on an Unchained Monk. I
Yep.
think it's still worth it, but yeah, regular like the original Monk has like all their saves are good, all 3 of them.
Yep, they're all high.
okay. I'm all ready.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we kind of left off right at the end of last session's combat, pretty much. The like you guys kind of aggroed, did the thing where like the whole dungeon came out and fought you guys, or the whole
Uh-huh.
Oh, the whole
floor did.
floor.
Yeah. You guys fought in this first room here. These skulks were kind of blending in on the room and hiding, and they tried to do like kind of lure the. You guys spotted them because you guys have like really perceptive people in the party, but um, they lured out like a golem out to attack you guys. It hit pretty hard, but you guys dealt with it. Came down the hallway here, and some more were doing like the kind of Scooby Doo thing where they like are hiding in the room by trying to blend in with the drawings on the wall by like standing on top of them, and because these cultists have like kind of like chameleon skin where like they use to blend in their surroundings. Um, so you fought some more of them, um, quite a bit actually too, because some more also got came out of this room over here that you guys haven't explored. Um, that Jace is kind of looking down towards the hallway up. And also, this giant came out, and the giant right now you currently have at your mercy.
The
You,
super debuffed giant we made surrender.
yeah, you actually cast suggestion on her, and although the suggestion spell technically didn't actually work, but she surrendered. Um,
Oh, did it not? That's funny. I was wondering. I was like, she
so
might have surrendered if we just asked nicely.
so technically she is immune to enchantment effects because of um, like a special ability that she's got. But you guys had debuffed her so much. She's got a permanent curse on her. She had, I think she had the Misfortune Hex on her, and she had Touch of or Vision of Madness. So yeah, and Debilitating Strike. She was rolling like a -2 on all of her attack rolls or something like that, and rolling them twice. Like it was. So she realized that she couldn't do anything. Um, and there were 2 skulks down this hallway here that kind of showed up in the other hallway down here, but then they saw that the battle was pretty much already lost, and they bolted off. Um, so yeah, you have this giant at your mercy at the moment.
Fine. Um. Hmm? Huh? Who does
Okay,
the
so
talking?
we know that
Lunar items.
this other dude that's deeper in. Do we know he's looking for something, right?
Hmm.
Do we know what that something is?
Mm,
Same thing
I
we
don't think
are.
you guys know exactly.
All right, that's the first thing I ask her. What is that asshole looking for?
She kind of narrows her eyes at you, like she's kind of mad that you're calling him an asshole. But she says, "My little hero, he's he's looking for, he's gonna do some great ritual. You can't stop his work."
Oh no, you're daffy about this guy. Don't tell me he suckered you in with sweet words and promises.
Hmm.
No, he's not lying to me.
Oh, then yes.
All right, Bish.
He's gonna come back for me. Just you see.
Well, I'm gonna try to convince her that she's wrong. Uh, well, funny that Medusa up there said the very same thing. I don't really think he cares that much about you.
It's got many, many lovers.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't care about her.
That's not what she said.
You want to roll like a
Oh, I'll
bluff? I
bluff.
don't think. Yeah.
She's not alive for us to. Wait, is she alive?
Bluff. Yeah, she's alive. She's like just debuffed like hell.
You can go ask her yourself if you want.
No, the Medusa, Medusa is dead.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the Medusa's dead.
That's what I thought.
Whatever. She's delusional. She thinks that what me and the little hero have is special. No one else has it.
Let's see. What can I do to
The little hero.
make her cry?
So mean.
Does anybody else have anything?
what do we want to do?
I want to find out more about this guy, and she obviously knows more about him. Trying to get the.
I have
answers
Zone
out
of
of her.
Truth prepared.
Oh, hey, that's kind of neat.
That might help.
I like that.
I say I can threaten her, but I don't know if that's what we're going for right now.
STC 18.
You would know not to use
SR.
Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Because you know that she's immune to enchantment.
Then,
Zone of Truth
yeah,
is an enchantment spell.
Then that's
Is there a reason why she's immune to it?
Because she's under this more powerful enchantment spell to be in love with
No,
this
it's
dude.
because she's a she's a taiga giant.
It's because of her.
One
her
of the
race.
things that taiga giants can do is they have like a spiritual kind of meditation thing they can do. They tap into the power and insight of their ancestral spirits, and it gives them immunity to enchantment and illusion spells, and a deflection bonus to AC. And it's like a 10-minute ritual that lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what's
So if you
weird is
waited-
she seems to believe this little hero person is, special.
She's
or
in
she's
love.
special to him. But she's not enchanted. By magic,
she's
at
in
least.
love.
I guess she is enchanted by love.
Have you never been in love before?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
That's a shame.
Yeah, that's right. The spirit magic only makes her immune to enchantment spells. Specifically, enchantment magic. But not mundane enchantment. In terms of her gear, yeah, she just has it looks like she's got like mundane gear, otherwise like you don't detect any magic gear on her. And the spear that she dropped like it's a huge spear, but it's not magical. But it is huge, so it does like 3d6 damage. But nobody can wield it because it's gigantic.
Oh. Okay, then the only other thing I can do is take her voice away. Or I can turn her to
I'm gonna shake
stone.
my head. Maybe we could do that.
You want her to be
She
a
kind
statue?
of looks at you defiantly and says, "Do whatever you want. He'll come back for me.
That's true.
He'll
You'll
bring me
just
back
be a
from the
statue
dead."
on his boat. No, you won't. You won't be
I
dead.
tell her that we'll give you a chance to live, but you have to flee this place. And he's definitely not going to live after we're done. We're through with him.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
never give him
about
up.
that.
His
Oh.
god gives him great powers.
Can we just leave this person? Like, do they matter?
Where is her spear?
On the ground.
I like struggle to like pick it up and I put it in front of her. And then I tell her then try to stop us.
Okay. I guess people want to set themselves up where they want to be then, because we're probably looks like we're probably going back into initiative.
Yeah. I'm not gonna kill a helpless, lovesick, giant. I'm gonna give her a chance to
We're
fight.
going
So
back
wait,
to
why don't we just
initiative on
let her
this
go?
giant.
Cause she
Looks
won't.
like it.
I mean, well, we can just leave her here if she promises not to stop us or try and stop what we're
I
doing.
guarantee.
Oh, but she's gonna
Well,
stop
I'm giving
us.
her that chance.
She said she was
I'm
gonna
giving
stop
her that
What'd she
chance that
say?
if she wants to stop us, then do
No,
it now.
She was saying that she's not going to.
Oh.
Now it did sound like she kind of resigned, like you guys were just gonna kill her.
Oh, I'm not gonna just.
Can we just
She-
tie? Can we just
Kill her?
tie her up instead of kill her?
She's.
We don't even need to tie her up. Let's just leave her. She's not gonna do anything.
How are you
to
gonna tie her
us.
up? She's a. So let's see here.
True.
Yeah, just walk away.
She's a
Let's
20
just
foot
leave her.
tall. She's a 20-foot
She's
tall
gonna become a
giant
super
with
villain for us later. It'll be good.
whose light carry capacity is. Let's just look at how much she can lift above her head. She can lift like 7,000 pounds above her head. Like, you're gonna try to tie her up? She's just gonna break the rope. Like,
No,
Yeah. I think we just let her go.
Listen,
Maybe
Abrellis
we take her
doesn't take
spear away.
prisoners.
Yeah, if you want to take her spear, that's fine. I don't care about that.
I don't think we should just kill her if we don't have to.
Absolutely no. Don't need to kill
She's
her.
a humanoid being.
If we don't have to kill her if we don't have to. Therefore, if she wants to fight over this person that we're probably going to end up killing, then I will allow her to do as she pleases, and we will defend ourselves. And if that means killing her, then so be it.
Do we need to do that now, or should we wait and see if she shows up?
Why wait later when she could compromise us?
I look over at her. I don't know. What say you? Are you gonna stop us?
she's
or what?
glaring at you. She says, "I will die for my true love."
Can we just call her bluff?
Okay, bro, let's get it over with. I'm gonna turn my head away and not look.
All right, we're rolling initiative, I guess.
Yeah.
No bluff
Okay,
calling.
I got to open.
I mean, we
the-
are. You're saying that, oh, you won't fight, and she's saying, hell yeah, I'll fight for the guy I love.
Yeah, but where is he? Like, why don't we just, like, start heading there and then see what she does? Like, what if she doesn't follow us? What if she just, like, keeps sitting in the corner crying about it, but never actually does anything?
What the
Like,
hell
I
did
feel
I click?
we're
Oh,
being
wait,
a
I'm
little
scrolled up in chat.
preemptive. I mean, I guess we already did fight her. I don't know.
If you have two birds, and they are a
yeah.
couple pair of birds, and you know you're going to have to kill one of them, doesn't it feel bad to just leave the other?
No, let the one suffer, because you know what? Once you go to
Well-
hell after this, you got plenty of time. So just
Let
let,
her
She's
suffer.
let
basically
them
said that
spend
she's
time.
not going to let us. She basically said she's not going to let us just go and kill her lover friend for without trying
Yeah.
to stop us anyways.
So
we may
I'm
as well
giving
just
her
deal
that
with
chance.
it now.
Well, I mean,
I may
she's-
be a rogue, and I may play dirty, but when someone is at our mercy, I feel better about at least putting a sword in their hand before I kill them.
I mean, I would rather just watch her follow us to the situation. But hey, if you want to fight now, we can do that.
I mean, hey,
Alright,
that's fine if your character's a little sadistic.
I mean, the problem is that she is a ginormous being who is going to try and stop us.
Yeah, but she's already
Yeah,
hurt.
I
like,
mean,
she's already weak
Yeah,
right
we-
now.
Yeah,
Alright,
right now
so...
she's debuffed, and
Yeah.
what if
You
her
rolling
lover
initiative?
friend helps her?
I guess.
I mean, you don't have to fight. I'm
She's
reluctant
got,
to do so, but I feel like we have no choice.
Yeah, she's got the bestow curse still on her.
Yeah.
So I think the other ones were short term enough that they fell off, so you'll have to reapply if you want them. But
I don't think I selected myself. Cause I'm
that's fine.
terrible.
What was the bestow curse for? What did it hit?
-4 to all abilities. I believe is just a flat -4 penalty.
All of her ability rolls?
-4 on attack rolls, saves, ability checks, and skill checks.
So that means she's at an 18 for her initiative, even if she nat 20s it right.
It's weird. I have it on Hero Lab, but for some reason it did not adjust the initiative, so I don't know if it's not counting it or why.
I don't think that bestow curse actually affects initiative normally.
It does. Initiative is
will.
an ability check.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to, so it should be lower. You're right.
Because energy drain affects your initiative too, because it's an ability check. I should know because I have -1.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why Hero Lab doesn't apply it to the initiative. Maybe they have a different interpretation on whether initiative's in a ability check. I feel like we've had this discussion before. Like we've talked about this before. But yeah, I'm gonna just go with it. Given
Yeah, we have. Your
I'm
ruling
gonna
is
give them
that
-4.
initiative is an ability check.
Yeah, it is.
So, all right. So in that case, yeah, she's going to pick up her spear, but Jace gets to go first. And yeah, she is
Yeah,
pretty badly hurt already.
I'm reluctant to do this, but I don't. She's gonna try and stop us, so I think I just have to attack her with my bow.
We technically don't have to kill her. We could just incapacitate her.
Didn't we already? Like,
Let's see.
what's her?
I don't have
status right
haste
now?
up.
I feel like we already like.
Well, incapacitate her
She surrendered. She
in
wasn't
such a
like,
way that if she tries to fight
low
back,
health.
she'll
She
die.
was pretty low health actually as well.
yeah.
She was lowish. Okay.
But she wasn't below 0. She wasn't
Any of
disabled.
my
She was not below
round
0,
stuff is
no.
is done, right, Pluto?
Yeah, if it's like rounds per
haste,
level,
arcane pool is a minute.
yeah, that like the stuff like that would have probably fallen off.
Okay.
Anything that's minutes per level is probably still up though.
Alright, yep, I'm just gonna attack her. Which one of these is a rapid shot? Here we go. And
Yeah, if
we'll
we
throw
hurt her
a
so much
acid
to the point
splash
that
in
she
there.
can't fight, then that's fine.
Okay.
Tying
I
her up
thought
is
we already
all-
did that,
it's
but
not
I
gonna be
guess
good numbers.
we didn't.
Yeah, tying up the 31 strength,
20
20-foot tall woman probably not going to solve it.
My roll didn't work. I'll click it again, but it might do it twice. Of course. Of course. What? How do I roll 3 potential crits? Out of 3
Roll the
rolls?
dice.
All right,
What?
so
That's what you built
Well-
yourself to do.
No,
You have
but
to
be
it doesn't
critical.
matter.
No,
does
that's
that
a
actually
19.
confirm though?
Could I also just kill her though, probably, when I don't want to kill her.
No, 21
Do
doesn't
ya?
confirm versus her flat-footed. So let's see.
Okay, what
That's
about
gonna...
the next crit? I mean, obviously the 11 doesn't
Yeah,
confirm.
we'll see. Okay, so
I guess I could stop after the
You
first.
could have taken a -4.
And then
True.
Yeah,
Don't you have blunt
actually, I
arrows
think with
now?
bonuses
bows
aren't
you
that
thought we
have
got
to
you
use blunt
some.
arrows. Yeah, the 28
oh
does
yeah, it's true. I
confirm.
don't have blunt arrows.
I thought you got
Okay,
some.
she goes down after that crit though.
Okay, there we
I
go.
don't fire the
We're
last
fine.
arrow then.
Okay, well, I had you guys all roll initiative. We're already out of combat.
But
See, there we go. Fine,
She
we're fine.
she is still alive actually, but she is in negatives right now.
hey, this is the first time my improved critical actually worked. Every other time it's been a 20.
Oh, okay, there we go. This is a monumentous.
I mean, I didn't confirm on the 19, but at least I had the chance.
This is a momentous occasion. We should all celebrate.
What a silly
Alright,
game.
what do you guys do? Does anybody go to like stabilizer?
Not
I
me. I
will.
have -1
No.
heal.
I have heal. No, yeah, I have the heal
I don't.
skill. Yeah.
Skill, yeah. Plilbo might have to do it if he's gonna. Yeah.
I think
if Megan's
Pilbo
gonna
maybe
stabilize
succeeded
it.
there.
Secretly, I'm hoping she turns into a dead being.
That you
But,
could actually raise her as a skeleton. That's true if she dies.
But I don't. But I don't want to like kill her.
I was actually thinking that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, 15 does
you
it.
need
Or
someone to
17
use
does it.
that giant spear of hers. Why don't you just kill her and then you can raise a skeleton to wield that giant spear?
If you have conflicting feelings about like killing this person, then that means you're playing your character correctly.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Hey, we're trying to save her and we haven't saved her yet, right?
But I mean, from my character's perspective, she doesn't see a reason to keep her able-bodied when she's fanatically devoted to the person that we have to
Yeah.
deal with.
Yeah, I
Karaya,
think
for what
everyone's
it's
playing
worth,
their characters well.
says she agrees. She doesn't like having
A 20-foot
doesn't
giant.
want the idea of having a 20-foot giant capable of
I'm
coming
not
in at any
sadistic.
moment.
So I'm not gonna like keep her alive while we murder the person she loves. No matter how stupid it might be.
Yeah.
I'm
Karaya
also
tells
not
you
good.
guys that it's just down these stairs if you want to get to the shrine of Desna, but just I'm not sure what sort of traps Ardent Thanatos might have set for us down there.
I'll keep my eyes on the lookout for them. I've got a pretty sharp, a keen sense.
We do still have a couple of those things. She points to one of the dead skulks on the ground that were
These things.
around in the area, though. Do we want to go look for them? I don't think that they're quite as fanatical as this giant, so they might just leave us alone.
I think so. We need to find that cache of restoratives.
So wait, did we stabilize her or not?
Yeah, she's stabilized,
Yes.
still looted.
She's stabilized. at the
Okay,
moment.
I thought it was a 15, but then I also thought I heard Pluto say that she wasn't. So, okay, cool. I don't care if we look around or if we go straight and try and find this person. Either way works. I know that there were some of those guys down this hallway where I put all the tentacles, and they looked like they were running away,
Right,
but
that's
they might
what-
come back.
That's what Karaya was asking about, if you guys wanted to go like hunt them down or whatnot, but she thinks that they're probably not as fanatical as the giant, so they're probably they might not like come back. They might just actually get out of here.
Yeah.
But also they're pretty good at hiding, so they might just run off and hide somewhere.
But also there might be loot for us to find.
Yeah, there could be. Hopefully the kind that
I look at
heals us and
umbrellas when I say
restores
that.
us.
While I don't like the idea of taking innocent lives, anything we find can help us defend ourselves and protect each other
Innocent?
in the future
Who's
battles.
innocent here? These guys, These guys
Okay,
came
not
and
innocent.
raided
Innocent's not the right
a
term.
temple, a church. They knew what they were gonna get.
Unnecessary life taking. But yeah, yeah, I'm glad she's not dead. I was afraid I killed her with those 2 arrows that went to her skull. Luckily, one of them glanced off and only grazed her, and the other one didn't
Biggins
go deep enough.
Biggins like her pretty tough to kill, turns out.
Yeah.
I think you're learning your lessons, Jay. Slowly, but you're learning.
What lesson would that be?
You can't be nice to everybody.
And then yeah, a reminder
No, but
here.
I can try and protect those who need protecting.
So yeah, Karai says that going down the stairs is the easiest way to get to the shrine. There is also a doomsday door down here.
There's
Um,
multiple?
Yeah, there's another one.
So yeah, this is the one that it's one of the ones that um like you guys don't know what's on the other side of it.
Uh-huh. Well, I checked the map that, what's his face?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
gave
There's
us.
nothing on the other side of this for the map that's on the other side of this doomsday door. Because he told you that like
Okay.
the ones that are on the other side, like he knows what's past the first one because like they live down in this area, but the ones past the other ones were ones that hadn't really been explored, um, at least by him. Like he'd never been down there.
Maybe we explore it after dealing with our magic
That might be the best
friend
option.
person. Also, I don't know if someone has any potions or healing wands. I'm
No.
pretty badly hurt.
Go fit.
That's something we just suck at having, apparently. And the ones we do
I
have, we
look to
eat it up
Pilbo.
like it's nothing.
With
We're like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah."
pleading eyes.
We could go back to the dude, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we just do that?
Had we done that today?
Yeah,
yet?
I mean we are very hurt.
I don't think so. We
Well,
woke
you
up
guys-
and then we...
No, we did
Left.
yesterday, I think.
So let's take a detour and visit him and get some healing.
And then
Head back
come
to
back.
visit
Yeah,
Casimir.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will only take us like an hour at most.
Less than that. Like you literally
If we
Go
dirtle
up.
around.
Yeah. Like you guys are basically up these stairs up here and like you're right outside. So okay.
Yep, let's do that, and then we'll go and find this person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
tell
guys
him
go
that we
up-
Do we know the name of
we're
this person,
right
this
behind
magic
Arden Thanatos.
wizard priest person?
Arden Thanatos.
Okay.
It's quite the name. Here, let me see.
Mhm.
I think I put it in chat for you guys before, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Grim Reaper from Hades.
I guess Swinky never got to laugh at it.
yeah, kind of.
It's really long. Ardent Thanatos. Ardent Thanatos. I don't know how to say it
Yeah.
right. Is there even a right?
Is it Toss or Toast?
Arda Thanatos.
Oh,
Spelled like that.
That's right,
It's a
okay.
handful.
Nobody knows.
we'll call him Artie for short.
I guess Paizo knows.
Alright, we go back.
Maybe even they don't know.
Maybe.
They're like,
Yeah, I was
we
gonna say
just
they
wrote
might
it, and it was just like a bunch of random letters. And we use a random name generator here. This
Sometimes
is
we
a
just
website.
put random letters together and see what GMs pronounce it like for fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sometimes we just take a bunch of Scrabble pieces and throw them on the ground and see what order they land
Oh,
in.
man. I should do that next time.
All right, let's head back.
But really, they take like a handful
I
out
think
of a
that's what
bag
Roll
and they
20
have
does,
to make
actually.
a name out of those letters.
Yeah.
Listen, it's easier to pronounce than that new magic card from Modern Horizons 2.
I'm pretty sure the random name generator, and at least a lot of them take like segments of words and then randomizes picking them and putting them together,
A lot of them just
like
have a list,
syllables.
and it just picks
Yeah,
one.
they're usually just
Yes.
lists.
Oh, that's lame. I'll make a better one.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think the roll
then I'll
20
give
one
it
is actually
machine learning
generates one.
Yeah, it's completely
to be like,
randomized.
whenever of it where it's like you click it and then whenever someone stops clicking it, it assumes that you liked that name, and then that'll improve the AI to come up with, better names.
Okay.
Perfect.
Uh-huh. What
Okay,
are
so
we
you guys head
doing?
back.
Okay.
Casimir sees, he sees you guys emerge from the doomsday door again. So he heads down the stairs and opens the door. You guys know the password, get past the wards, so yeah, he
He's like,
lets you guys
man, you
back
guys are
in.
fast.
No, he could tell you guys are hurt. So he's gonna channel energy a few times for you.
Yeah, I tell him we're right on Arthanatos' trail.
Yeah, and we
So he
had a
deal with a bunch
run-in
of his
with
lackeys.
giants. Frickin' not little guys, giants. They were a giant problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I start pointing out all the but these cuts and things and wounds I got from frickin' little, were they kobolds? Little guys,
Skulks.
lackey guys,
Oh, there was skulks.
skulks.
Okay, here's some channels.
Oh, that feels good for me already. That does
he's
it for
gotta
me.
do-
I was
He's
never
gonna do
here.
one
Or 80,
more.
I need to do
84 of
some math.
86 sounds good. Okay, now I'm full.
Wait, I lost my math because it moved. 32, 42, 50, 60 health, exactly. Cool. Much better, thank you.
Yep. So everybody gets plus 60 to their health. Hopefully that puts people pretty close to full, if not at full.
Yup.
But does it hurt the skeleton summons? That's what we need to know.
I'm pretty sure the skeleton summons actually are stuck outside. Like they can't get past the wards
Aww.
because they can't say
No,
that.
they have to intentionally
They
choose
can't say
to
the
harm
phrase.
with it.
That too, yeah.
That
Well, they
too,
might have
yeah.
the feat that lets you do both, right?
Oh
There
yeah,
is no
maybe.
feat that lets you do both.
That's what I was wondering about. Is if like unintentionally, any chance I can see if the skeletons are getting killed by mistakes, it's gonna be funny.
That's how channel energy worked back in 3.5, though.
It is. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I
if
feel
you
like
had
that's
like
how
an
it should
undead,
work, but it's probably too powerful.
It was very powerful.
But like, that's the sensible
I
way
mean-
it would work.
to be fair, yeah, I guess it'll be useful. It'll be useful when you're fighting undead if you want to heal and hurt the undead at the same time. But keep in mind, like an undead cleric with a bunch of undead
Yeah,
allies
like,
could do the same thing to you, which is pretty annoying.
Yeah. True.
Yay.
Yeah, maybe it does make sense. Like, deity smite thee or deity aid us.
All right. So yeah, he asked if there's anything else he can do to help you. Nobody's got any diseases or anything.
Do you
right?
have use for a very large spear?
No.
Oh, because there's one of the giants had it. Bro,
I
since you say
didn't think
you had
so.
some of your life force drained from you.
Yeah, but he already helped me with that.
Yep, he's already
Today.
told you guys that he can't actually do it because he can't fix it because he just doesn't have
The diamond dust, that's right.
the diamond dust. But he
But he
said
couldn't help us if we found the dust.
No,
said
there's
that there's
a
a-
scroll.
yeah, he said there's a scroll of restoration and some other supplies
Yeah, and like a
that you could
cache.
find in a little cache. He's got
Okay.
he's got it
So
in
we
the
gotta go
in the
find
Shrine
that.
of Desna. There's like emergency supplies basically.
Yeah, let's go find that.
Thank you, Casimir. Hopefully the next time we come up, Art and Thanatos will be dealt with.
Hopefully.
Alright,
Hope
we go back
he's,
down.
we can put a stop to whatever evil ritual he's doing down there. Okay, so yeah, I think everyone's at full health now, right?
We should be.
I don't think Ron healed, but he should have.
Almost.
Okay.
I'm close.
Yeah, I'm full.
So yeah, do you guys just head straight to the stairs then and go down to the next level? Where Karaya says the shrine is?
Yes. And I will look for traps along the way. Hiya, look at that casual 45.
I think I'm just gonna do the old-fashioned method of just grouping everyone's tokens and copy-pasting them over.
Uh-oh. Does that break the sheet tying?
No,
Okay, good.
I don't believe it does.
I'll test it for you.
Okay. Whoops, I'm looking at the wrong number. Okay, here we go.
It's around this corner.
Okay, so yeah, this is kind of just landing area. You see there's a hallway up here. You can't see all the way down it because it's dark, but
Wait, did we
probably
go
see.
down the stairs that we were told to go down?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Okay.
Karaya points to the double door up there and says that that's where the shrine is.
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
Alright,
let's
let me
go
check
there.
this door for traps.
Why don't you, take a look at it
Oh,
first?
even better, a 46.
Here we go. I put Tilbo back to 40 at full health.
If there is a trap with DC 50, I would have hit it.
You don't think there's any traps, but you think you hear something moving around the other side a little bit.
Well, I tell everybody else to get ready. There's something on the other side. I'm gonna pull out my short sword and carefully open these doors.
Question, Pluto. Heroism. Is that still on? I think it would be because it's 110 minutes.
Yep.
And I put it on, I think, at the
Heroism,
beginning of last fight.
Silrix, Barkskin,
Okay,
Mage Armor, that stuff's still going.
cool.
Oh, Silric, I think I
Karaya's
turned your
freedom of
power
movement.
attack off. You can turn that back on if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so you're opening the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Alright, so I'm going to read the description first. Gust of air flow from a row of 6 circular holes carved in the west wall. The holes, evenly spaced at a height of 10 feet from the floor, are a mere 6 inches in diameter, and each is fitted with a large copper insert. The room's 4 pillars and walls are densely carved with symbols akin to musical notation, marks, and images of various birds with elongated tail feathers. On an altar-like structure to the south sits a badly defaced statue of a female angel whose butterfly wings are spread to encompass the entire wall of the alcove behind her. Rancid-smelling smears of orange slime encrust the room's pillars and walls and the statue alcove. You also see a slippery, writhing mass of tentacles and stalked mouths that has one huge, hideous eye and a fanged maw for a belly.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Alright. Fix this, everybody else.
Don't roll anything yet. I gotta clear the tracker because it's got stuff from last
Oh, Harrow.
map. And yeah, it looks like it's kind of was intently looking at the
Are we
at the
supposed to
door.
be this HP?
You
You're
healed
supposed
to
to be
full.
full. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gone for
Yeah.
a bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, I applied the health
We
for you.
went
You
back
guys
and
went
got
back to
channeled.
Casimir, and he channeled energy for you guys. All right. So yes, this large, scary-looking. I'll make the art bigger for you guys if you like, real fast. Yeah, it's not pleasant looking.
It could be worse.
But it looks like it's like kind of expecting you as you guys open the door,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone can roll initiative. Fortunately, you guys were kind of
Alright.
expecting it.
Come on, big numbers. Alright, I'll take that.
For now, the skeleton's just gonna go on my turn. He'll probably always beat me in initiative, so he'll just delay or defend. I need a bigger skeleton.
No, lucky you guys. That's the initiative roll for this thing.
Yay!
What? Surprise! It wasn't ready.
Yep, surprise.
It wasn't
motherfucker.
as ready as I thought. Dang. Looks like everybody rolled. Wait, am I missing? No, I don't have Pilbo. Did Ron have to go AFK again? Okay, there we go. Oh, he rolled a 1 as well. Nice. Not just me. Oh, and then we got a round. That's like the one thing I get like super anal about when other people don't have one in there on a Roll20 game. And I'm like, no round tracker, what? How am I supposed to track durations? Alright, so Abrellis, you get to go first.
Alright. Do I charge in there?
You're brave.
I mean, I might have the jump on it here. I could get sneak attack. Try to keep it off balance, but I don't suppose I can identify this with knowledge, dungeoneering, or local. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I can do other than like recklessly rush at it? I mean, I could wait for some buffs to go out. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. Abrellis is going
I'll
to delay.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna delay, but definitely I'm not gonna let it go before me.
Okay. Silric, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I will spring attack.
Okay.
So I run in.
Okay. It's 40 movement, and you have like 70, so.
And pawn.
Okay, the 20. And this is versus its flat-footed AC. I don't need this sheet open. Let me close this one. Uh, 20 will miss its flat-footed, unfortunately.
All right, goodbye. Run back.
Okay. How much move speed does Silric have? Can you get all the way back there?
Huh? Oh,
Isn't he at like 50? Or is it more now?
Let's see.
I thought it was 80.
I think he's at 70.
Monks are stupid. What the hell?
So I think he can get back to like here or here. So he can't quite get back to.
I've never played a higher level monk. I don't
Yep.
remember what level mine got to in Mantis's games, like 5th or 7th level maybe in that
Yeah,
range.
monks are good.
Yeah. Okay. So Sorik runs up, tries to hit it, doesn't quite, but moves back. All right, Jace.
Yeah, well, I mean, we heard something here, so I was ready. I'll 5-foot step out from behind Pilbo and shoot some arrows into it. That's not a 5-foot. There we go.
Okay.
Do I know what this thing is? Maybe first.
Do you have knowledge planes?
Yes. Not a lot though.
You don't know what this is.
Okay. I'll click my Boots of Haste and I'll enhance my weapon with an Arcane Pull Point as a swift action. And I'll use Icy. What's that spell called? Not Acid Splash, the Icy one. Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Because this thing looks gross and ugly, and so I feel like it may not mind acid hitting it. So here's
Logic,
some
well.
numbers.
Ugly things might be immune to acid.
Well, it looks like it might enjoy having acid, like it would help deform it and look even uglier.
Wow.
Alright, that's a bunch of numbers.
Okay. 20 misses.
Chance for crit.
35 will hit. You have full enhancement bonus on this thing, right?
With the arcane enhancement, yeah, it's a +5 equivalent.
Okay.
Well, it is a +5. It's ghost touch too if this thing's a ghost. I
No,
don't think it's a ghost,
not,
but
But yeah. Okay. 32 hits as well. 38 hits and confirms for his flat-footed.
oh yeah, flat-footed. Okay.
And then yeah, 27 also hits. So you hit with all your attacks except for the first one.
No ray of frost damage and no mini shot, but yeah, I put a bunch of arrows into it.
Mm-hmm. Very good. All right.
Did you add all that up, or did you want me to?
Yep.
Okay,
No, I
cool.
took care of it.
Thanks. I wonder if there's a way for me to get the sum. I don't think there is. You're really
There is.
advanced.
Not through
To
the
get the
sheet,
sum
but
of
through
only
macros.
rolls that hit.
Uh-huh.
Karai's gonna move up,
But I don't know what hits until after I roll it.
like kind of cover behind this
Well,
pillar.
he has
and
to have
then...
his sheets set up for it to work, but yes.
Umbrellas, do you want to take your turn now, since it's about to get to its turn? I know
Yeah,
nobody buffed
I'm
you,
gonna
but...
take a turn before it.
Okay.
Let's see.
No one buffed Umbrellas, but I put a bunch of
don't
damage on it, so it's
think-
probably going to be
yeah.
angrier at me.
Maybe. I need to make sure that like it doesn't just go after one of us super easily. Hmm. I'm gonna move over here, kind of like what Karaya did, but on the other end of this other pillar. And like, kind of like take cover from it.
Okay.
And all full defense while I'm here. But I'll draw my my mithril short sword while I move. And that's my turn.
Okay,
I'm gonna get
on
into
its turn,
position.
it is going to use a spell. And yeah,
I will
so it
spellcraft.
sees you. You hear a telepathic voice in all of your heads. And it's saying, yes, food? Food?
Uh-oh. No food, no food.
It's a hungry boy.
Oh,
Do
you
I
don't
know
have
what
food.
it cast?
You do. You know it's casting confusion. I need a will save
Yes!
from Silric, Pilbo, and
No!
Jace.
Put it on the skeleton. I want to attack the skeleton.
18 plus. I think it's an enchantment spell, right? So
If I
30.
get
It is an
moved
enchantment
normally,
spell.
I'm moving next to the skeleton.
Okay.
There's Pilbo's strong.
You guys are all
I
fine.
don't have the whack, so it's just a flat 18 there.
Yep,
Oh,
18.
close.
18's the DC. So
I'm
Okay,
not
cool.
in that, am I?
you are not.
you're way far
It's
Okay.
only a
back.
15-foot radius, so
Haha.
there wasn't any way you could hit. I guess
Suckers.
technically, maybe could it not? I don't know if it's possible. Maybe if he centers it right here, he can also hit Umbrellas. But no, he's just
Hmm.
throwing it down here in the center of all three of these guys.
Hmm.
But he's gonna cast another spell because he can do that too.
Oh, neat.
Is it spellcraftable?
Sure is.
Because our
Yeah.
quicken spell's not spellcraftable?
You can spellcraft him. You just generally can't do anything about it. But you can tell
Okay.
what it is usually.
I got the same roll.
Okay, well, you know what it is pretty it's pretty obvious what it is. It's because there's going to
It's low
be
level?
a gigantic it's a quicken spell. You know what the
Oh
easiest
man,
way
how
to do
strong
this
is this thing?
is to put an aura on place, and then I can draw the circle based on the aura. So I'm gonna do it that way. Give me 1 minute.
That is a
It's
smart way to do
darkness.
it, yeah.
Uh,
Hey, darkness.
Aw.
did I get
We got
something to
blind
deal
fight.
with this yet?
No, we don't have blind fight. We have willpower.
Oh, I have blind fight, so suck it.
Oh.
I have.
Someone has daylight, right? That deals with it.
No.
For all you needers of line
No
of sight.
daylights here.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
less
no.
than ideal.
You guys gotta find some way to.
Did Jace identify it?
No,
Oh no, that's not correct.
but we know
Oh,
that
yeah.
it can cast Quicken Darkness, so it's a really high-level spellcaster.
Not necessarily.
I
It
knew
can
my
cast
lot
at
of,
least
instincts
6
were
level
on to some-
spells.
Oh,
No, that's not true. Zerdurium, not for monsters.
Oh, do they not have the normal +4
don't.
for quickened?
Well, they don't go at any kind of usual or normal progression. That monsters
just-
sometimes
it
have
can
feats
cast
that are quicken
these
spell-like
spells.
ability.
yeah. Monsters have whatever the fuck they want,
Yeah, okay.
and then they have a
Fair
They
enough.
work on different rules.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
monster rule.
technically, anybody could take. There's a quicken spell like ability that basically anybody can take, but like, yeah,
That's typically a monster feat, though.
it is
Yeah.
classified as a monster feat, but I don't think there's actually technically anything that stops you from taking it yourself, other than the GM saying don't do that. But
Don't.
You gotta have spell-like abilities.
generally, you gotta have a spell like ability, and a lot of times, and it has to be. There's some specific rules on on what qualifies to take the feat too, that make it very difficult for spell like abilities that like PCs can get from like doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's its turn. Rosalina.
Oh, it puts it on itself, not on us. Okay.
Oh. I get to go. I'm really slow to react because I'm just slowly coming down the stairs. I'm a little bit slower than everybody. Well.
I like how Pilbo just hasn't done anything but casually roll a 30 for a will save. It's pretty good.
I can.
I mean, a dispel magic would work.
No, there's planes you said. Oh, I don't see any.
Yep.
Never mind.
It's fine. You could still roll it. You already saw it.
Oh, did I though?
Okay, never mind. You don't know what it is.
Yeah. I get.
You know it's an outsider of some sort.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not really equipped for not seeing things. So I guess I will. I don't really want to blow a fortune right now. Can't miss fortune. I can't. I guess I'll ward. I can't see umbrellas. I'll ward Silric.
God, what a ridiculous creature this thing is.
What is Silric? What's Silric's
It's like the
deflection
more I
bonus?
look at it.
So Silric's gonna have +2 more to his AC.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. I think Zabka's gonna like fly in and try to see where people are. He might
Okay.
not go that far, but he'll come anyway. He's invisible.
All right. Pilbow.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have a feeling
knowledge
this thing
planes.
might be able to sense invisible things.
Knowledge
since it wants
planes,
to
hey,
put itself
that's-
in darkness.
That's fine. It's
That's
not
a
gonna
good
go
roll.
after it.
Okay. You know that this is called a Chernobyl Quiploth.
Uh,
Clip
Whip
off.
off.
clip
Yeah.
off.
It's a clip off.
Shinobi.
Yeah,
off.
it's
Yeah,
like
you've just-
with coupons,
You guys have
you
fought
need
some
to
of these.
clip off the coupons
But not
to
this.
use them.
You fought some of these earlier. Not this type exactly, but you fought like this subtype of outsider out in the ruined like cathedral when you guys first came to Winsong Abbey. This one is a
Did you say
particularly
Shigati?
powerful. The Shogtis were the same type of stuff. Yeah, same type of outsider. Sort of like a demon basically, but they're like primordial demons kind of. Like they're older demons from before demons were a thing. So this thing has a lot of elemental resistances and immunities, including immunity to cold, resistance to acid, resistance to
Dang, so either way it wouldn't
resistance
have
to
worked.
electricity, resistance to fire. So yeah, it's also immune to poison, immune to mind affecting, and it has spell resistance and damage reduction. You need lawful to get through.
Oh my.
You know it has a number of spellcasting abilities. It's telepathic as well. It also has strength to match its massive size because this thing is pretty big. And then I'll give you one more other thing you want to know, I guess. You can ask a question, anything.
Does it
beyond
deal energy damage?
that. No, but it does do ability damage on one of its attacks if you get hit by its
Ew.
tentacle. Or its slam, rather.
Ooh. Gross.
So since it's extra planar, it's not a living creature, right?
It is a living creature.
It is leaving, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just
You just
not
go
from the
channel at it.
material plane, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you hit dismissal on it or something, you could banish it back to the abyss.
Yep, back to the abyss.
Rude.
Something tells me this thing
So
might
is
be
this-
stronger than the main boss fight.
This is
No.
Darkness Infernal.
No, it's definitely not
okay.
stronger
No.
than the
Never
main
mind.
boss fight of the book.
That's
But it's
usually
pretty
not how it
strong.
works.
I'm not
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not
This thing just
downplaying
seems
this
tough.
thing. I'm saying you're
You're
probably
outplaying the main
underestimating.
boss fight.
You're
Okay.
underestimating how strong this Art of Thanatos is.
Okay,
Whatever,
okay.
Art of Thanatos. So yeah, and you know
What we've got here is a rule of ninjas. Is it's alone, so therefore it is a badass.
that's fair.
So did we identify this as just normal darkness, or did anyone identify it?
I
Yep.
identified the spell as darkness quickened.
It was a
so
quickened.
It's
It was a
probably
quickened
normal.
darkness spell. So yeah, it'd be just normal darkness.
That doesn't increase the caster level of it, right? To
No.
quicken it.
So yeah, right now you guys have like maybe some sources of light. I think like Umbrellis has a light on her or
So
something.
you need like
but
a third level
yeah.
spell.
It's hitting this where this circle is and then extinguishing it at that spot. Any light that hits this area.
If you
is-
have like daylight or something of that sort.
Or
Alright,
could
heightened
also
I don't
dispel
think
it.
I wanna
light.
part-
Yeah, or just dispel it.
I don't have dispel.
Dang. I feel like
Or
Mantis
we
always
shut the
had
door.
daylight when he played his cleric. I know that
It's a good
We
spell.
never
Or
got
we just
got-
shut the door and
yeah.
walk away.
we never got by darkness, which actually was probably smart because we were fighting Drow and they all had darkness, so you,
Well, it
you
was
had to be
called
prepared
Second
for
Darkness.
Yeah, you had to be prepared. It kind of warned you in the name of the book.
But were you prepared for the second darkness? You had to prepare 2 a day.
We were prepared for one darkness, but what about second darkness?
Exactly.
Alright, so I'm gonna mirror image.
Okay.
Pluto, do I know is darkness a minutes or tens of minutes or hours kind of deal?
You know that it lasts tens of minutes.
Okay. So it'll be there a while.
And I'm going into the darkness.
Oh, snap.
I'm not surprised that Pilba went into the darkness. I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I always knew he was a dark one.
Pilbo's a mad lad.
He is a mad lad.
All right. Round 2. Silric, you see Pilbo disappear into the darkness. I guess for effect I should do that.
Oh no.
Just don't worry, he'll come back with the guy converted to his religion and everything will be fine.
That'd be funny.
The mosh too? Oh yes, tell me more.
I'm going to move up here.
Actually, considering
And-
it's a cleep off, he might not like Lamash too.
Oh. That's fair.
I'll just ready my fist in case something somehow comes towards me.
Oh, okay. Jace, what do you do?
I don't have any idea. Wait a minute. Wait just a, okay, I wasn't prepared for this. I don't want to waste your guys' time, so I guess I'm going to delay for now, but I'm looking stuff up.
Oh.
Okay. Karaya's turn. She is also gonna look stuff up. Umbrellas.
Damn.
I'm
guys know
gonna
what
pull
you're
out
doing.
my wand of shield, and I'm gonna use my wand to give myself more AC.
Okay.
And that'll
Yeah,
be my
demons.
turn.
Demons are like boomers to them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Except that-
exactly.
Except that they
Well, it's the
actually
other way
are
around.
the boomers. Yeah, they actually
yeah.
are the boomers.
No, they're like
It's more like that they're the boomers and that they think
They're
the
the
demons are millennials and they're upset about them eating avocado toast or something.
Oh god.
Yeah. Alright, so I get my
I know what
shield
I'm
off.
doing, Pluto.
Okay,
That's my turn.
shields
I
up.
stay hidden.
Have a turn.
Okay, you can take a turn right now then.
Yeah, okay.
I s-
So
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to spend 3 arcane pool points to, as a swift action, prepare a spell, which I did not prepare. And since I'm using 3 points, I can prepare a 3rd level spell called Daylight.
There you go. See? There you go.
Hey.
So
Okay. Cool.
I need to go to my stuff and make sure I have the points I need to do this. I assume I do. Yeah, okay. So I used 1 today for enhancement. I was already down 2, and then I used 3 more for this. So I have 3 out of 9 left. But I prepared it as a swift action, and I cast it as part of my combat thingy.
Okay.
Whatever that's called. So then I will cast first and attack after.
Where are you casting the daylight? Like, are you casting it on the first arrow you shoot in, or like, it's a touch spell, right?
Well, it doesn't go on an arrow, right?
Well, it
has to
goes
go
on
on something.
something you touch. It has to go on something.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
I don't know how this spell works.
That's how they all work.
I didn't
Yep.
look it up.
Target. Look at it. It says target object touch.
Okay. Well, let's do that. Let's touch an arrow, and I'll put it on my first arrow, and then
Okay.
shoot it in. So the first one I'll shoot in blind.
Yeah, first one will be with concealment, but even if it misses, it'll dispel the darkness.
Well, and I don't know what square the thing's in. So I'm going to aim at the square where I last saw it. But
Sure.
realistically, I could just as easily hit Pilbo here because I have no idea where he is. So I'm saying, as a GM, Pluto, I think it is perfectly reasonable for you to give me a chance to hit Pilbo with this
Of
arrow.
course. Oh no. Okay, it's probably not gonna happen.
I don't want to hit him, but
It's a funny
okay.
thought.
So sure, I'll use my boots of
It's
haste.
very
Why not?
generous of you to give me. You're like, some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Sounds
No one's
about
gonna
right.
die from one arrow. It's fine.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that concealment for that first attack.
Just a percentage.
Okay, it hit. So that first arrow actually manages to hit and dispels the darkness effect.
Woo.
Dang.
You got 2 arrows to hit this guy.
You said the 35
Well, the 20
hit also?
misses and the 35, both 35s hit, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that works. That was a huge sacrifice on my part to use that many pool points, but
A
Mm,
huge
we needed it.
sacrifice. Come on. You have 9.
a third of, and I've already used 3, so I'm down to a third left. But it's fine.
That's enough for a lot more fights.
For my boots of haste, I'm down to 4 rounds, so I'm almost a third on that too.
All right.
Can't hoard resources.
It don't like that too much. It hates. It
God,
hates
if the best thing it can do is just cast darkness again, but I think it'd have to be at a heightened level to get rid of the daylight.
It's going to attempt to cast another spell called Dispel Magic.
That is a thing it can do.
He does not want light, yo. Like, stop.
Oh, I don't think it got it
Oh
though.
yes, he rolled low. I don't. How does this work? Is it has to beat
It's
my
DC 11 plus your caster level.
Yeah.
So the DC for your spell
Well, my caster level's
is
11,
plus
so-
11.
Yeah,
it's
so it had
DC
to be like a
22.
22. Yeah,
Yeah.
it only
You
like
had a
50 shot.
moderate chance to do it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Coulda.
Take that.
It's gonna move in.
The light shall blind you.
Um.
Who says that? Is that Uther in Hearthstone?
He's gonna provoke from Pilbo.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Oh, it's
man.
coming.
I don't think I can do damage to it.
Maybe not. Yeah.
You're not using a lawful weapon?
Dang,
You
it's
don't have
scuttling.
an-
Look at it go.
Can I?
He's a
have
chaotic
+5
character.
enhancement to it?
Can I have Visions of Madness and a provoke?
Not unless you already had it cast. Then you could do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Over the touch attack. Okay, so let me just make sure.
Hey, you can
You
always
know what
try
you
and
could
like
do though?
trip or
Yeah,
something,
we move it up to here.
but you'd provoke. Don't do that.
Yeah, there's a 5% chance that you hit it with a trip. You roll
And
natural
there's like
20.
an 80% chance that it hits one of your mirror images.
And you can tell actually too that
Honestly-
the the arrow that's sticking in it that has the light on it looks like it's hurting it particularly.
Oh, it's weak to light.
Honestly, I'm
Maybe.
gonna try and trip it.
Yes, go for it. I believe in you.
All right,
Here comes the natural 20.
The nat 20. Okay.
good luck. Let's. That doesn't do
No.
it.
Dang.
Does
It's going to
it
attempt
attack?
to attack you with its attack opportunity for you trying to trip it, though. If you don't have improved trip, which I don't think you do.
Yeah, true.
It's
got
gonna
mirror
go
images.
for a. You do have mirror images, yeah. It's gonna go for a bite. It's nastiest attack.
Oh, wait, I just realized it's coming at me.
It
Oh
misses,
no.
though.
Yeah, it doesn't like you.
I
Alright,
should have 5 foot.
that's its turn
after
now.
my
Misses by a
attack.
lot.
Wait, is it? It didn't. It just moved. Oh, it tried to
Yeah, that was
dispel.
it.
That's
Cast
right.
Dispel Magic.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I forgot it tried to dispel. Okay.
Alright, Rosalie.
Get me out! I'm scared.
Um, I see Jace getting, I guess attacked.
Yeah, there's gonna be some nasty shit that's about to happen. So
He's
Yeah,
being
this thing
oppressed.
has a lot of strength. I'm scared.
Well, I mean, I could. Did we succeed at a knowledge to know whether or not
No.
Pilbo did.
Oh, he did.
is it
that's right.
immune to mind affecting stuff?
Sure is.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Poison, mind affecting, cold, resistant to fire, acid, electric. That's all I got from the top of my head. But it is extra planar if you have like dismissal or something along those lines.
Yeah. Although it does have spell resistance, so keep that in
Oh, and it
mind.
has SR, yeah. Forgot that.
I
And
wanted the
DR epic,
misfortune.
or DR lawful.
Misfortune would probably work, right?
Yeah,
Supernatural ability.
misfortune doesn't go against mind affecting.
It's not mind affecting, it's not a spell, yeah.
Okay, so and it's,
Wait,
it's
yeah,
not a
it
spell,
is
right?
this,
So no
isn't it,
SR. Or is it spell like? I don't remember.
Is it a spell-like ability or supernatural?
Well, it's supernatural, but isn't it mine? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's
my,
supernatural, then it doesn't.
Okay, it gets to roll a will save then.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other one. Evil Eye is mind affecting. I always get them confused.
I think it made the save though. It's pretty good, pretty decent roll.
Yeah. Darn. Okay, I tried.
Yeah.
You got anything else? Any move
Zobka's-
actions you want to do? You want to say?
He's invisible.
Zobka's gonna run away.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna attack him or
Actually,
not.
I need
It's
Zobka to
gonna-
roll. I need Zobka to roll a will save.
Oh, Zobka's
Because it started within 20 feet of it at the beginning of his turn.
Shit, I don't know what his will is. Hold on.
It probably
Zobka's a
doesn't
good
matter.
will save.
He's fine.
Okay, he's gonna full withdraw.
There's something
away.
horrific about him that almost causes him to walk up, but he's able to fly away. Pilbo,
I think Zobka's interesting.
Beginning of your turn.
No.
I need you to roll a will save.
Curious creature.
This is bad. Is this where I die? I feel like this might be where I die.
Ooh, you're fine.
I
as
can
you
raise you
feel.
as a skeleton if you
Alright.
want.
Yeah, you do feel like that it's the sight of it from this close, and maybe if you want, you might want to warn the others. But seems the sight of it this close is very horrific, and you feel as though a supernatural effect has almost caused you to like freeze up.
Oh man.
Alright, well, I'm gonna move up here. And
Okay.
I'm going to Searing Light.
Searing light. Okay. I don't know. It's interesting because it has like a vulnerability to light, but I don't know if Searing Light's gonna do anything. Because it's not an undead creature particularly vulnerable to light. So that's a touch attack, right? The 22?
Well, you're the GM, Pluto.
I just gotta look at
Maybe it hits. It
It's
still
gonna-
does 5d8, right?
it still does the 5d8 no matter what, yeah. Unless it doesn't get through SR. So the 22 though will hit its touch AC. So I just need an SR check. Oh, is that the 22?
13.
So yeah, the 22 versus SR, right? That'll or no, that was a
17 is
10
against the
attack.
SR.
17 versus SR. Okay, that
Ouch.
does not get through its SR.
Because it's class level plus SR, right?
To
Dang.
overcome, it's your caster level plus, yeah, if you have like spell penetration, you get an additional +2.
Yeah.
So,
So you
yeah.
have 2 spell pin.
No, that
Dang.
actually it's a 19.
Oh, yeah.
You have 4
Double
spell pin?
Yeah, I got greater.
Gotcha. Okay,
Oh
well,
my god.
19's still not enough, unfortunately. Thing has very high SR.
You're like Woods Pots. I took double spell pin in Mummy's Mask.
Yeah, you also had like another ability that you took
I
as
also had
well.
+2 from racial trait. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't joking. I'm a wizard. I hate SR.
Me too, but I played Conjuration Wizard or Arcanist, so I also
Yeah,
hated
that works.
SR.
I was doing the blasty thing.
All right, round 3, beginning of the round. Silric, do you do anything
Oh,
concerning its
no.
horrific gaze?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna need you to roll a will save versus its horrific
Unless
gaze.
you're like trying to avert your eyes, maybe.
Okay, 23 is fine. So no ill effects from it. So yeah, you can do a flying kick and do all your attacks, although it will potentially get a chance to take an attack opportunity on you as you approach it, because it can reach out. Or you can spring
Yeah, I
attack
feel like it's
and
gonna
only do one
shove my
attack.
entire body into its mouth.
It probably wants to.
Yeah, whenever it tried to cast this confusion thing, it sounded like it wanted to eat us.
I'm gonna spring attack it. I'm
Dang,
moving
if it
down
wasn't
here.
the 33, the 21's gonna miss though. Okay, and it can't retaliate at all because it's spring attack. Karaya. Let's see if Karaya will make this save. She's well known for her great saves.
The person who got turned to stone.
Quiet you.
Wait, does this thing turn you to stone if you fail to save?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, you know what?
Did Pilbo tell us? Or we're about to
She's
find
immune
out.
to this effect. She's immune to this effect, so.
Damn. Okay. Well, we
Oh,
know it's
really?
not turned to
Wow.
stone because we know that she was turned to stone. Unless that rubbing stuff lasts. Does that rubbing
She's
stuff
gonna
last?
move up
I
right
wonder if she's
here.
immune. What she's even immune to.
I don't know. I don't
Somebody
really
might
care.
fail and find out soon. She's gonna come up and she's going to try and do
Maybe it's a fear.
She's gonna try to do a trip, I believe.
How many legs does this thing have?
It's
that
got like
4?
4 or something. It's not very likely to
Okay.
trip. But she can
I'm
do that
just
from a
questioning
range.
this person's judgment. That's all.
Okay, she doesn't trip her. I mean, Pilbo tried it too, so she's like, I gotta try it as well. Abrellis,
Okay.
you are in range of its horrific
Umbrellas,
My
try to
friend
trip
jumped
as
off a
well.
bridge.
Everybody, trip.
So this is a gaze effect then.
Yes.
I can choose just to not look at it.
Yeah, I'm
Correct.
pretty sure that's what I'm doing.
If I avert my gaze, then does it have total concealment or is it just concealment?
If you just avert your gaze, it just has regular concealment, 20%.
Okay.
And you have a 50% chance of having to save versus the
Haven't
effect
saved against
anyway.
it. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna totally like not look at it, but I'm gonna take out a smoke stick and throw it right here so that it makes some smoke that I can then move into later.
Okay.
I'm
gonna 5 foot in there.
Yeah, maybe the darkness wasn't so bad. Then we don't have to look at it.
Well, the problem is that it can probably see through its darkness, but this smoke right here,
Yes.
not even dark vision can see through this.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm just saying, like, for me, it's like, maybe if I was just shooting at it in the dark, I wouldn't have to worry about its gaze attack.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, but I mean, it looks like the light from the arrow hurt it more, so that's good.
Yeah.
All right, good luck, Jace. It's my turn.
Jace, what would
Yeah.
you like to do?
I'm a bitch. That's all.
Good.
I'm gonna preface this turn with that action, with that statement.
I
I'm
wouldn't
going to
blame you for
not
just
look at
running
it
right
at
up the stairs.
all.
Okay.
And
So you're
does it look like it can
closing-
reach past
are you-
where I am?
Are you closing your eyes then?
Can I like just look
You
behind
can't
me
ask
and not
me-
look at it?
You can't ask me a question, does it look like, and then say you're closing your eyes, by the way.
Well, no. Before
I
I
know, but-
closed my eyes, like from my experience with seeing
Sure,
this
sure.
thing,
It
do
looks
its
like it at
tentacles
least
look
has...
like they can reach me past where I am, or do I not know?
You're not sure. You know it has at least
Okay.
10-foot reach.
Because it hasn't really attacked. Okay.
Correct.
Besides Pilbo,
It
who
tried
was
to
like
bite at
next
Pilbo.
to it.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to take a total withdraw, and can I just say that I'm looking behind me in the direction I'm moving, or do I have to say my eyes are completely shut and I can only
You can
move at
you can
like
say
half
you're
speed?
looking the other way. That's fine.
It's called averting
Okay.
your
That's
gaze.
called averting your gaze. So I need a 50% roll here.
Then I'll close my eyes if that's the case, and I'll
Okay.
just move
Move
at
at half
half
speed.
speed,
Okay.
which is actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna cast Dim Door,
Ooh.
and actually no, it can attack me, can it? I could 5-foot step, then cast Dim Door.
Okay.
But then it could still hit me if it has longer reach.
Oh my
Maybe.
god.
Maybe.
Just. shit.
Give me 1 second. Let me think about this. Alright, I'm going to take a total defense action. And then I'm going to completely close my eyes and move at half speed away.
I mean, total defense doesn't do
final
anything when your
answer.
eyes are closed.
Right, but I'm assuming that it's going to get up to me on its next turn and I'll still have that AC.
Okay, so you're closing your
And-
eyes. Well, no, you won't because your eyes are closed. If you're closing your eyes, you're doing it for the entire round.
Oh, you don't get a dodge bonus if you are flat-footed.
Correct.
Oh my god. Okay. Not final answer. I'm just gonna kill this thing. I'm gonna 5-foot step here and I'm just gonna lay into it and hope I don't fail the will save.
Okay, well, before you 5-foot
That's
step,
the
roll
new
the will
answer.
save. Okay, you're
I
fine.
rolled high. And then I'm just gonna lay into the thing. I'm gonna put a spell on the first attack. The spell is going to be, what's the strongest spell I have? That it's not resistant to.
Probably not anything. Like, it resists almost everything.
Yeah,
got one that will
that's
work for
true.
sure. Well, no, he'll still resist it because
No,
that
he
goes
has
for his
DR.
DR. Hmm.
Okay, in that case, I just want the extra arrow, so I will do a like an acid splash, which he'll resist completely.
Okay.
Oh my god, my sheet is so slow and things are happening. Buttons, buttons. Point blank, yes. Click boots of haste. Oh, with the haste boots, I could have gotten further away with my eyes shut. I didn't think about that. Oof. Not the greatest rolls ever.
26 misses, 30 hits though.
That means, yeah, 30 and 33 hit.
Yep, 33 hits as well. It is still up.
Dang. Okay. Well, give me your best shot, stupid thing.
Mantis, oh man, you're brave,
If I-
but I think it's kind
If
of
I
like
die this turn, I'm
the
so
stupid
sad.
kind of brave.
It's coming up. It's gonna try to full attack you.
Yeah.
Like a room.
I
First
hope
attack.
it can't one-shot me.
It's gonna bite you. There's a 32 hit.
Cross your
Yeah.
fingers, man.
I mean, I
I
don't
need
know
you
what
to
this
roll
thing is,
fortitude.
so I don't know.
I need you to roll a fortitude save. After you
Give me a
take
second because I
26
haven't
damage.
taken off my boots of haste yet, and I don't want to forget. Oh my god, where's this
Oof, this
stuff
poison.
at?
This poison is the worst.
Okay, so I take 26 damage,
Roll high, buddy.
and then I need to make a fort save.
Mm-hmm. As its bite has a poison. Has
That's a
poisonous
good
fangs.
save.
Very good save.
Good start. Okay.
When you roll
You do
18s
not
on saves, it's good.
you do not take the poison effect. It's gonna slam you now as well.
Oh boy. I knew I
18
should
probably
Hey,
misses
you
though.
missed.
That does miss. That does miss. Barely.
How about a 20?
That misses. That misses too. I have 22
Oh
AC.
god, Zerdame is so lucky.
Okay, here comes some tentacle attacks. The 22 and the
That
16.
that misses.
The 22 hits. Okay.
You got off so lucky.
Wait, I
So
clicked boost
easy.
of no, haste is already affected.
Okay. The tentacle
no,
does
wait.
9
Oh
damage.
yeah,
then.
it's there. It is there. Okay.
Does it grab him?
Nope. The tentacle actually does
Wow,
not have
grab.
any. Does not have any great. Like it's just kind of extra little attacks it does. The main ones are the bite and the slam. The slam does con damage, and the bite does.
I don't know what your
poison.
daily like ritual was like today's dream, but whatever it was, like, it worked.
I actually got 8 hours of sleep last night, so
Let's see,
That
what
must
did
have
it
been
very
roll?
it.
rare.
It rolled a 3, a 5,
A 5.
a 6, and then it minned the damage.
Mhm.
Yep. Sometimes lucky.
And you rolled good on that fortitude
And I
save.
rolled 18
Yeah,
on
and you got
both
the
my
good fortitude
saves.
save.
And the will.
Okay. Rosalina,
That's
you're far enough
oof.
away from its gaze that it's
Oh,
not
cool.
affecting you.
That's the game. It's like I don't want Zudurium to lose another character. I mean, I didn't technically lose, but yeah.
The game
What's
is
your
drugged. You should have
deflection
like gone down.
bonus, Zerdurium?
I'm gonna go with 0.
We don't even have a ring of deflection?
No.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I guess that's fair. You usually just try to stay away from people. Varying degrees of success.
Okay, I'll stop my ward on Silric and I'll put it on Jacina.
I think you mean Jay Selena.
Jace-Mona? I don't care. Just whatever.
I stopped changing
Jason
my
Momoa.
name like 10 sessions ago. It's been Jaycelina for a while.
Jay Simona's the best. We should just make that official. Okay. So Jace has
You
a
can
deflection
call
bonus
Jace what you want in character, but Jace calls
now.
herself Jaycelina.
Pilbow, you are far enough away that you do not have to worry about its gaze attack.
If this thing's not down, I'm peacing out, by the way.
I want to try
After
to
this
take it
round.
down.
Just so you guys know, I'm not attacking it again. I'm too scared after that.
Oh, okay.
All
Maybe
right.
Pillow can get it.
The problem is I attacked it because I'm like, I'm the only one who can get through its DR.
Are you?
So yeah.
I mean, I should be able to
Yes.
hurt it if I can sneak attacks on it.
Unless someone else has a lawful weapon.
So,
I'll
fun
just hit it
fact,
really hard.
That's the only way to attack it then?
Silric's attacks count as lawful.
Oh, that's true. Like
Do they?
Silric's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's at
Monk
the
is
level
cool.
where yeah, it works.
Its unarmed attacks are
Monk
treated
is
as lawful
very
weapons.
cool.
Monk is an excellent class if you want to make a character that is like very not dependent on items.
That's true too. Although they definitely can use items for survivability.
They love items
Amulet
still,
of
yeah.
Mighty Fist and
Yeah.
Rings of Protection and all that, yeah. but you don't need
But they
armor.
get a lot of inherent good stuff.
You can punch things. You don't
Yep.
need weapons. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna cast a spell on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has SR. You
What
know.
is this spell?
Create
Debilitating
pit.
portent.
Does that allow for SR? I believe. Let me check.
Yes.
Okay, so roll that SR check then. I don't think it calls for a save until it does something.
Right. You gotta be
Oof.
fucking.
Aww.
Okay. All right. Do you want to move anywhere?
So that's one action.
Yeah. To
Oh,
be
wait,
fair,
no,
that's
okay.
how its turns feel too. So it tried to dispel magic and it didn't work.
Failed.
hmm
Good though.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Yeah, its plan was to dispel it and then throw the deeper dark or the regular darkness down, quicken darkness after dispelling daylight. But
Yeah, that would have been really annoying.
okay. Ooh, Silric, you're actually just out of range of its, so you don't have to make the save either.
Sweet.
What would you like to do?
Spring into action. Or you could flying kick it.
True, flying
oh,
kick's a little riskier because it can take attack opportunities on
Yeah.
you.
I'll just spring attack it again for now
Okay.
until it gets a little more beaten up.
I mean, it's
To be
pretty
fair,
beaten
also-
up, but I think you're doing the right move anyways.
You can spring attack and stay there. You don't have to go back if you don't want. Although in this case, I don't blame you for wanting to go back.
I don't want to be near it.
If I were you,
Aw.
I'd keep going back. Yeah.
Okay, so
This
let's
thing's
see.
terrifying.
24 is gonna miss, unfortunately. I think it's pretty high AC. The 33 would have hit though.
Oh well.
Okay, let's see if Karaya can be a hero.
let's go, Karaya. We need
Get a
you.
5-foot step, and she's gonna do all of
Not
her
really.
attacks. Actually, this actually is gonna be really pathetic because even if she hits, whatever, she's gonna try it. Hey, 27.
She might crit.
No, that's not a crit threat, but it does hit. The problem is her attacks don't count as lawful, and she does no damage.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So yeah, I'll roll her other attacks, but I don't. That one misses. I don't. It's almost impossible for her to hurt. She can hurt it with her bastard sword, but not when she rolls like that. So yeah, unfortunately, that's all she's got. Abrellis, you can't quite see it right now because of the smoke screen, but you know it's there.
I wish she would have moved just a little bit closer so that I could flank this thing. But actually, if I move closer, well, so right here, this is where I ended my turn, and I technically have total concealment against it.
Mm-hmm.
If I move here to just concealment, are my attacks? Am I breaking stealth?
I would
Would I
say
get
you're
my
not.
sneak attacks?
That's a loaded question.
Okay.
But generally, yes, I rule that fine.
I'll try taking some attacks then, with concealment.
Okay.
Go for a full round with my mithril, my +1 mithril short sword. Only have 2 attacks right now because rogue.
Mm-hmm. So the unfortunate thing is that you don't actually get the precision damage on it because it actually, even though it couldn't see you through the smoke, it knew where you were.
Okay.
Exactly where you were because it has some extra senses.
Alright, no problem.
Well, let's see here. This is I don't think either of those attacks actually hit.
Alright, well, if that's the
So-
case, now it's my turn.
Yep. Jace, what do you do? Revert your
The
gaze.
burden of being the ADC. Everything goes for you, and you're the only one who can kill the tanky thing.
I think Silver can kill
Uh,
it too. If
I think Silver
he just rolls a
can,
little
but
better.
not getting high rolls on the second attacks, not the first attacks.
Mm.
Boy, how hurt is this thing? I looked at it last
Oh,
round. How hurt
it looks
did it look
very
after
hurt.
I hit it? Okay.
It looks very hurt.
I'm just gonna try and kill it. I like to live life on the edge.
Okay,
if I
so
miss
you just
every attack, I'm gonna use a true strike actually to make sure my first attack hits.
okay.
So,
What are you
5 foot
doing?
5 foot
You
step.
closing your eyes, or you just
I'll
going to try
close
to
my
resist
eye.
it?
I'll close my eyes completely because I'm true striking.
Okay.
So it'll have like total concealment. I'm just gonna shoot where I saw it was last.
Yep. It's also dangerous because if you don't kill it, it's going to come up and attack your flat-footed AC next round. So
Yep. It's a little dangerous, but I feel like if I give this thing a whole nother round anyways, it's bad to hit anyone on the party, not just me.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm going to try and protect the party by killing it this round. That's the plan.
okay. Well, that first one getting
So,
true strike. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
so.
I'm doing that so I don't have to roll the
Don't roll a.
concealment.
Don't do the Abysm special.
The roll one.
Mhm.
Don't even say it.
The Abysm
I'm
special.
doing check marks and things. Add 20 manually because I can't manually
Yeah,
add it
that's
easy.
fine. Oof!
God
Look at that!
damn it!
Look at that! Look at that!
God damn it!
That's some funny shit.
Yeah.
The crit
I mean, you get
chance
the
was
other
on
attacks though,
my
right?
mini shot, so that doesn't matter. I have to roll concealment. 23
Mhm.
misses, I think.
The 32 has a chance to hit. I need a concealment roll.
It has a chance to confirm crit.
True.
All I have to do is roll higher than
You
a
just
50.
gotta roll
Is
higher
that
than
it?
50%. Yeah. 51 or higher.
God damn it. This game hates me. Last round was good. This round is bad. Well, I'll be working on
Yeah,
my new
the
character,
dice-
Pluto.
The dice give it and the dice take. I mean, this isn't even if you die here. It's Pilbo's got Breath of Life, and
True. That's true. Okay.
yeah.
I'm being maybe a little bit over dramatic.
Okay, this thing is going to seize its opportunity.
The arrow of light doesn't like just kill it randomly.
No,
Okay, just checking.
I can tell you what it's doing, but it's not actually that impressive. But
It's probably just
theoretically,
like weakening something about him.
yeah. I mean,
Tell
it
me
could
after the
theoretically
fight.
kill him. It's just gonna take a long
Oh, is it doing
time.
like 1 damage a turn or something?
He's gonna do his bite first.
I
So-
close my eyes, so I'm flat-footed.
19
So
versus
basically,
flat-footed.
anything he does hits.
Wow.
Let me check.
A 19? That might not beat his armor.
So if I'm flat-footed, I don't get my dex mod. Is that
Go
right?
get your dex, but you get all of your
You
armor.
don't, but you get your
I
armor. You
have-
still get your deflection bonus too, I believe.
I have a. Wait. What does haste give me?
That gives you a
dodge
dodge. You lose
bonus.
that. You lose that.
But did Secret put her deflection bonus on
Yeah.
me?
She gave you
Yes.
a plus.
What was
it? It's a
that
plus
amount?
3?
At 3?
Okay, I'm fine then. I'm
Okay.
back at 22 AC, flat-footed.
Okay. It's gonna
Oh,
try
man.
to.
The luck is
It's gonna try
holding
to
out.
slam you
Even though I
now.
have really high dex, I swapped out for
Okay,
that
that
plus
one
3
will hit.
chainmail. Remember the plus 3 chainmail?
Well, that
made me
one
not-
hits,
I only
and
get,
now
like, a
you
2
lose the
dex.
plus 3 deflection.
Oh, is that only for the first? Alright,
It
whatever.
lasts until you get hit.
So you take 20 damage and 1 con damage.
Oof.
Yeah, that's fine. That's nothing. That doesn't even
Well,
affect me.
one doesn't do anything, yeah.
Oh, it rolled a 1
oh,
instead of 1.
one. You're so lucky still.
Hey, I rolled a 1 on my
You're
true
so
strike attack,
lucky.
okay? I don't feel bad for it at all.
Okay, 15 and 17 versus flat-footed.
No.
think those all miss.
God, you're so
I
lucky.
have 19.
It's rolling pretty bad, yeah.
I rolled a 1 on my true strike attack
How
that
is
would
he
have killed
still
it, okay?
awake?
I don't feel bad for it. It rolled just as bad as me. This is basically a 1v1 fight. Okay?
Alright, Rosalina.
But I do appreciate the deflection bonus that saved me on the first attack, which is huge.
It did.
Well,
That would have been 2d6 plus 16, and you would have made a fort save versus poison again.
I would have gone down if I didn't have that, I think. We've been close.
Oh,
Do you got, like, magic missile?
no.
That doesn't have SR, no, does it?
I can.
No, you'd have to roll versus SR, but, you know.
Retribution it.
Create Pit. The best spell.
Retribution, okay. That's
We'll
supernatural, or is it
save
spell-like?
21. Yeah, supernatural.
Okay, we'll save 20.
But I think I'm still far
I
enough
made it.
from it. I'm not affected.
Yeah, you're far enough away.
Okay.
Correct. Even though it moved a little bit closer, it's still
Yeah.
pretty far away from you.
Okay. That'll.
Alright, anything else? You moving anywhere?
No.
Please, someone kill this thing before
Alright.
I have to go again.
Pilbow!
I was gonna let it kill itself if it killed you, but I failed.
That would have been pretty cool.
I can't see. Here's the problem. I can't actually kill it.
They down each other.
I used my 1 damage spell already.
Oh.
You have
Can you debuff it?
you have another damaging ability though.
Channel?
Yeah, it hurts your allies
Oh.
too, but I mean, you could do that.
But they're not hurt.
Well, Jace is out of range of that.
True, you could do it from
You
out
only
of
have to
Jace's
hit
range.
Karaya.
You just hit
And
Karaya.
if she complains, you can just be
depending
like,
how-
come on,
Karaya's
Karaya me a river.
depending on how you position yourself, I suppose. You could position it so that it hits
30-foot
Uh,
radius
that's
from the
our-
center of the cleric.
SR does not apply to channel?
Correct. it's
channeling is a supernatural ability, actually. So yeah, it does
Yeah.
not apply.
Alright, I'm going to
It's pretty good.
think right here is out of range.
You could
Yeah, it's
also
out of range.
delay and say, Karaya, get out of the way, or something like that.
Oh.
Nah.
Okay, no, yeah, it's Pilbow. Okay.
Nah.
So I
Right,
think that'll
channel.
hit Silric and Karaya and Abrellis as well, but not
Yeah,
Jace.
I wouldn't move there.
Okay,
like,
so
Can't you do
I'll
it so you only
roll
hit, like,
some will saves
Karaya?
then.
Oh, we did roll will?
Yep, Pilbow's
Everyone
doing
else
some
will be
channel
fine.
negative energy.
He's
Alright,
like,
that's
I want
okay.
to hit as many of my allies as possible with this.
So the Quiplaw makes it save.
very good con.
I've been very frustrated this fight.
I think Karaya makes a save too because the DC is pretty low, right? It's like
13,
9
yeah.
or something. 13. Okay, so she makes it exactly. So both the NPCs are gonna take half damage. Half of 29, right? So that's 14. Okay, good news. It's down.
Yay.
Yay! Good job, Pilbow.
We got to listen
yeah,
to
Silric
Zedarian
and-
Panic for.
Silric and
I mean,
Abrellis take
literally, I
29
was the
damage,
only
though.
one hurting the thing, and it was going after me. I was so scared. My life was flashing before my eyes.
Again, for the second time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Matt said, I got exceptionally lucky.
At least,
Like-
at the minimum.
So exceptionally lucky. Stupidly lucky.
Yeah.
All right,
Ugh.
and
But I know that what I need to do now is I need to craft you guys weapons that have high enhancement bonuses. Or that can be like lawful or good or
Yeah.
something.
Karaya
that'd be
goes over
good, but
to
that can
the.
I mean, I could have vampiric touched it, but that would have been wasted.
That would have been tough too because you would have
Spell.
still had to get first SR and
You have
as
to
well,
hit
and have to hit
SR,
it.
AC.
An SR, and it would only been 5d6.
Yeah, no. I think what you did is fine. I questioned why you had to hit everyone and not just like it and Karaya, but you know, I'll ask you
Because
about it
they
afterwards.
don't worship Lamashtu. They have to be hurt for their sins.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, is
fair.
that how Lamashtu works? I ask out loud to the whole party. That's how Lamashtu operates, huh?
I
Okay,
think
okay.
Pilbo might be making up the rules as he goes, but I think Lamashu's okay with that.
Yep.
My deity likes to protect others, not harm them, even if they don't follow the same teaching.
Karaya
I
goes over
trust-
to the altar and opens up like a hidden little shelf lined with lead that has some scrolls and a couple wands in it.
I'll try and
Sweet.
identify. I'll read magic on the scrolls.
Okay.
Let
So
me
the
double check I
scrolls-
have it, but I'm pretty sure I do.
Scrolls
Yes, I do.
are a scroll of break enchantment, a scroll
Hey,
of resurrection,
Ooh.
hey!
a
They thought we were
scroll
gonna die
of
to this,
windwalk,
or the next thing.
and a scroll of restoration.
That's
Nice.
I don't know what windwalk is. I assume it's like flying some kind.
Oh, there's also a magic ring in there too.
So there's a ring and a wand that need to be identified still?
2 wands.
Or are there multiple 2 wands? Okay. I
So
wonder
windwalk
what they are.
Windwalk is sort of a
It's like a low-grade fly, isn't it?
well, it's actually you can use it for long distance traveling too,
You,
though,
like,
because it
turn
turns
into
you
wind.
into you can
Or
turn into
cloud,
into
right?
wind basically, and you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
move like
that's
60 miles
neat.
per hour with poor
Yeah, budget
maneuverability.
fly is air step.
Right, but it takes like a
But
standard
yeah, that'd be
action to
air
get
step.
out of it.
This
so
this
if you
is
get
like a
stuck in
level 6
combat-
cleric spell. Like it's a high level spell, and you can use it to travel long distances. You can
If
hit.
only it was like target touched allies.
It is. It's you and one
Oh.
touched creature per 3 levels. It's an
Okay.
absurdly good long distance travel spell. Like if you need
It's
to
like poor man's teleport, or like if you haven't been there before, go there.
yeah, in some ways it's better than teleport. Like if it's somewhere you haven't been before.
Neat. Well, Kobo's the cleric. So you get the scroll of restoration, airwalk, and resurrection. Those are all cleric. And then I roll my spellcrafts if it matters, Pluto. I'm saying it's the order you told me about them. So the wands in whichever order you have them, and then the ring last.
The wand. So the first wand is a wand of cure light wounds with
Oh,
46 charges on it.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll just snatch
baby.
that up to replace the one I had.
Yay!
The second wand is a wand of restoration. So not only is there a scroll, there's a
Holy
wand of it.
Oh my god, that's so good.
The wand of restoration only has 9 charges though.
How
That's pretty good.
expensive is that? Does it have the 1,000 gold
Oh,
diamond
yeah,
dust built in?
And the 100 gold diamond dust built in. It doesn't have the 1,000 built in.
Okay. So if you wanted, could you use that for an actual restoration if you had the 900 extra dust? Or is that not how it works?
I don't know. That's kind of a weird gray area. I'd probably say sure.
Yes, because I think you're just invoking the spell and you're just adding the ingredient.
Yeah.
The missing
I
ingredient.
You
I
want
don't
me to
see
just
why
hold the
not, but
restoration
I
wand?
could see an argument why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
The ring is a ring of
That
spell
is so
storing.
good. That is also so good.
And
Wait,
if
can
you
I
put it
have
on,
that?
you can tell that it has the spells Breath of Life and Cure Light Wounds in it right now.
Wait, it has spells in it?
At the moment.
Because you can wait. It has multiple spells. That has to be like high level, right? I thought spell storing could only have like up to 3rd level spells in it. Or is
Nope.
that just for the weapon enhancement?
Well, it depends on what you have, or what the rule is of what item you have.
Actually, it just
There's
has.
lots of
I think it
things
just
with
has
different
breath of
rules.
life. I feel like this.
I just need you to add a couple.
This is. They did something wrong on here because it should have. It can have up to 5th level spells. Breath of life covers that by itself, so I don't know why they said it also have Cure Light Wounds. It can't. It can have.
Was
Breath
that
of
just
life.
like a typo left over from like the Wand of Cure Light Wounds, maybe?
No, I don't know where. I don't know why it specifically says say containing Breath of Life and Cure Light Wounds, but that doesn't make sense. So because a Ring of Spell Storing can store up to 5th level, like any combination of spells that add up to 5th level can be stored in one of those. But Breath of Life is a 5th level spell, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So it has
The
Breath of Life.
person who wrote it thought it was a 4th level spell for some reason.
I think so.
Cool. Those are good things. It's listen, if there's anything that is a wand that you don't want the burden of carrying, I can use wands too.
So
I would very much like the ring. Because I can then put my spells in it, and I could do like a true strike from my ring, or like have 5 true strikes in the ring,
That's
and
fine.
then just cast them like with my attacks.
Well, all three of you
Right? That's how
casters
that
could
works?
use it.
Yeah,
So
I
you guys
don't.
figure out who
Not
gets it.
I mean, so a spell storing ring, like maybe the way that it works is it lets you activate it as like a spell-like ability, basically. Kind of. Like you can cast the spell.
Can it be used as part of my combat casting?
I don't think so because it's an item activation.
That's yeah, the item's doing it, and it casts it at the. It only casts it at the minimum level needed to cast the spell. And then you can store a new spell in it once you use it. Like you can put it by just casting it on it. So like you convert your slots, or like the main use for doing something like this is it lets you put like your cleric can put Breath of Life in it, like what's happened here. And then if somebody else is wearing this ring, that means they effectively can use Breath of Life as a spell-like ability, and it uses it
But they
up.
can't
Then,
use it if they're knocked out.
well, no, but it's somebody else. Like if Pilbow goes down and somebody needs a Breath of Life Pilbow, they would be able to do it if they have.
Okay, yeah. The activation time for the ring is the same as the cast time of the spell, with a minimum of 1 standard action.
Mm-hmm.
So it's. I don't know. I think that's a gray area if it could be used with combat casting, because combat casting is basically doing dual wielding.
So,
I'm casting
no,
a spell and attacking, right?
You can't.
And
It's
this
the
is
same
saying
why. It's the same reason you can't do like a wand unless you take that one Magus Arcana that lets you do it. Like
Okay.
Yeah, it's item activation.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, it's not as good for me, so someone else can have it if they want it. It would be
But
good
yeah.
on any of the casters, obviously.
it'd be good on. It's actually probably best on someone who isn't a caster and then they have to
Yeah, I
have the
don't
caster help them by putting this because like the caster can already use all those spells. But this lets somebody else cast that spell. You know what I'm saying?
Does it let you put a personal spell on them?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Interesting.
So you can put True Strike on it, like you're saying, and then give it to like Silric, and then have
Someone
Silric
else.
cast True Strike.
The problem is that I'm
that's
the
probably
best
not.
person to have True Strike on me.
Yeah, using that's probably not the best example. Mirror Image might
But
be
it's
another
an
good example. Somebody could put Mirror Image up and then give it to Silric, and then
Remove
he could cast Mirror
curse.
Image on
I
himself.
have, if they ever wanted to quickly remove a curse.
Well, remove curse isn't great on that because keep in
They
mind
still-
that it uses minimum caster level, so they'd have to
Oh,
make
gross.
and remove curse requires a caster level check.
Yeah.
And
Or
like I said, it already has
teleport.
Breath of Life on it, which is already a very useful spell to have on a Ring of
True.
Spell Storing, because you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, whatever you guys want to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would still like it, but I don't know what other people's item situations are. I have good items because I crafted them.
I would recommend using either the wand or the scroll to remove the temporary negative level from
Yeah,
from
my temporary
umbrellas.
negative level. I can probably do that myself. I'll pick up
Well,
the
we
Wand
don't
of
have
Restoration,
the.
and I'm gonna magic
Oh, since
device
it's not
it.
permanent, you don't need the 1,000 gold. Is that how that works?
No, we just
Yep.
needed 100.
Hasn't
Yeah,
turned
use
permanent
the
yet.
wand.
That's why you guys kind
Are
of
you sure you want
beeline
to
for
UMD
this.
it instead of just having Pilbo use the wand on you for free?
Listen, I'm confident in my abilities.
That you're not going to nat one it, and does that waste a charge?
No.
Okay, then yeah, go ahead.
I think I successfully use a charge and remove
Yep.
my negative level.
Yeah.
Move your
Huzzah.
negative level.
Why don't I just take this ring too? That way nobody has to fight for it.
I don't need it.
I don't know. I was really wanting that. I will craft you whatever
How are you gonna
want.
cast but how are you gonna cast Breath of Life when you're always so far away from us?
Wait, what?
Because it's got Breath of Life in it right now. We're not just gonna
Yeah.
waste that.
Yeah, you don't just empty it for something else.
I can literally dim door to anyone who goes down and cast it.
No, you can't.
You
No, I
can't.
Door
can't.
ends.
You're right. You're right. I'd have to walk up to
You
them.
can dim door
and
to somebody
activate
who
and
you
then dim door the
think is
next
gonna
round.
go down, and then if they go down the next
Yeah.
round, you can cast it.
Tell you what,
I don't
after
know.
we've exhausted the Breath of Life here,
It's
then
shiny
we'll talk
Jace
about
once.
reallocating it. Because I would love to get this charged with things like, I don't know, freedom of movement or other things that are nice for me.
How much does this thing cost to make?
A lot.
25,000.
And you
No,
need
it's,
a.
or
You have
yeah.
to be a
And
ring
you need
forger.
forge ring, which I
Yeah.
don't have.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue for it because I know that I have better items than basically everyone. But
I don't
Yeah,
need it.
it's 'cause
I
I
do
made
not
'em.
care. Zero cares.
well, Abrellis wants it, and
okay,
I
yeah,
think
bro, let's have
Silric
it.
and Pilbo could both use it too. Like it's
I
good around
want to be
everyone.
able to
Bilbo
Breath
doesn't
of
need it.
Life somebody.
He already can cast Breath of Life.
True. Okay.
It's all yours, bros.
For
Bilbo
now,
can cast Reach Breath of Life, I think, too. Like, he can do long range Breath
Yeah.
of Life.
We need to just find a lot of gold, and then I can craft one of these things once I get a
Pilbo,
feat.
do you want to take the ones, or can I hold on to them?
And during this, Karaya is gonna spend time trying to fix up the statue of Desna that's defaced a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would say take the wands because Pilbo can. I mean, he can't cast Cure Light, but he can cast Restoration already. So I think it makes sense to have you with the other way to do that. Plus, you're not AFK all the time.
I already picked up the Cure Light and the Restoration Wand.
Okay, so that settles that.
It worked. He's back.
Alright then.
What about the
and I assume
scrolls? I assume you took all the scrolls too, because
that,
they're. I
he's
think
the
they're all
only one who
cleric.
can use those. So those are, yeah, those will go to him. Alright, then we're good on loot.
Okay. I'm very hurt again. I guess I have this like what's
You
it
did
called?
take a
Wand
beating
of
there.
False Life. That might
Yeah,
help
that's
some.
good too. Oh,
But
I'd like some
could
false
use some
life as
healing.
well.
You guys have a wand of Cure Light Wounds now with 46 charges. You can
Yeah.
go
True.
We
get
sure do.
started on burning all of those right away.
Oh, right away, right away. This party loves taking damage. Or
I
Pluto
mean-
loves dishing damage. I don't know. I'm not
It
sure
was
which
charging
is.
at me, and I managed to dodge most of the attacks. I don't know what else
Don't
I
you
can
know how to
do.
kite? God damn it. Get good shitter.
Yeah, and use one attack instead of like 5. Where's my front line at? Where were my tanks and the CC?
Oh, it died a little while ago. You
Yeah,
guys
it was
didn't.
too resistant.
You didn't actually like murder the giant.
Yeah, that
so...
that was basically like a Vi ulting me, and my whole team just being like, we can't stop it. It's just coming at you.
That's
Super
like a
fed
Genji
Vi.
ult on the supports. Yeah, you did.
Alright, I'm gonna try and use this wand. I was trying to figure out where my role is for it, but I think it's caster level 10. Okay.
Karaya tells you there's a shrine of Saren Ray that's at the end of that hallway down here.
Does it
Okay.
also have a cache of loot in it?
Maybe.
She says, I
Couldn't
don't
hurt to try.
think so, but maybe. We didn't put one in there, at least. And there hasn't been a priestess of Saren Ray at the
I don't think I passed the
Windsong Guide
UMD
for
check.
quite a while.
You don't.
But it
What are you
doesn't
trying
use a
to do?
charge, right?
No, it doesn't use a
False
charge.
life wand.
Oh, yeah.
Is false
no, it
life
doesn't.
personal?
Yes.
Let me see that false life wand.
I'll hand it to you. It's caster level 10. It has 5
awesome.
charges.
This will make a fine addition to my collection.
Oh, you want to keep it?
Alright.
I thought you were just gonna use it and give it back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sabrellis is now.
I mean, can you use it?
I can try. I have a
I'll
point
give
in
it
UMD. You use a use. Yeah, I mean, if you need it before we go into like the big fight or whatever, feel free, and I'll let you use it.
I
What's the rule on? Is it if I use it and fail, I can try after a certain amount of time as long as it wasn't a
You can
nat
just
one?
retry it right
busted
away.
after a
As
1.
long as it's not a 1. If you roll a 1, then you can't for 24
Oh,
hours.
I can keep trying? Okay, I'll keep trying.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to... And if I roll a 1, I just can't do it for like a day or something, right?
The wand becomes
Mhm.
unusable for a day.
That probably does it.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
19, nice. How many charges are on this thing? At level 10, false
3
life
now.
wand's pretty sweet. Oh, yeah, okay, figures. Alright, I'm good for adventuring some more.
So now
I
that
got
I
some
let you
false
use
life.
my wand, Umbrellas, can you use your wand on me?
Which one?
The Cure Light Wounds wand?
That's Pilbo.
Oh, I thought you took it.
No, Pilbo's got all the wands.
Oh, that's right. He said he did take it. Okay. I said you should take it. Pilbo, can you heal me?
Jace is over there. Please. It hurts.
The thing beat me up so bad.
I think Pill's like thinking about it. I keep seeing he's typing.
He's typing.
He's like,
He ends
stop.
up typing
No, I was trying to do the aggregate, like the all aggregate in one, and I seem to have forgot the syntax.
Mm.
Is it double brackets around the thing?
It's double square brackets, but something's changed. Oh, there it goes. No?
It's not 1, okay.
Mm,
It's
oh.
just R. Or it's just
There's
D.
no R, it's just D8.
There's no R, it's just D. Yeah, D8.
Well, you didn't include the +5, but yeah, you rolled a 1.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't
Oh
actually.
wait, what's the caster level of this wand?
1, just minimum.
Oh, so it is D8 plus 1.
Yep.
That works. Am I? Oh, that's Pluto that rolled the nat 1.
Yeah, the 1 doesn't count. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I thought that was your both your names look the same. Pluto and Pilbo. They begin with P and end with O. They have an L in it. Yeah.
I guess.
They're very similar. Math is hard. 15, 18. I don't need to be full.
Ignore the yellow 4.
Okay. 15,
So
18, 25, 27.
Okay, I typed that in earlier exactly for that 28, and it did not work. But
Huh,
Are
okay.
you actually healing me that amount, or was that just testing? The 28.
I think that's
28
real.
was texting. 28 was testing.
Okay.
So that first bunch, that was what you got then, looks like.
I healed
Yeah,
27.
the
Okay.
2, 7, 3, 9, 8, 6.
Yeah, I just wanted enough that I'm not gonna like go down after one hit. That's fine. I'm like half
I
now.
mean, do you still have? Okay, I'm gonna heal Abrellis.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you,
Bros
Bilbo.
is in the front line. I'll stay back from now on and hope nothing else like charges after me, even though it
And
didn't
then I will do
charge.
Jace 2 more times. Jace gets
Okay.
16 more.
Thanks.
So how
So
much
yeah,
did I
Cry
get healed
tells
for?
you.
You healed for 5, 4, 7, 3.
5473, gotcha.
All right, thank you, Pilbo. Christ says there's a Desna shrine.
No, you guys were just at the Desna Shrine. She says there's a
Sorry,
Sarenrae
the
Shrine.
other one, Saren Ray.
She says also we could go back up the stairs and go through that door. She says there's also another one down
Alright.
the hallway to the right. That's
Does
probably
Abrellis still
where
have negative levels?
Arda Thanatos went through.
I
probably have-
used one charge of the Wand of
He got rid of
Restoration
it,
to
yeah.
remove my negative level.
Before he gave you the
Okay.
wand.
Yeah, she tells you we'll probably have to go through one of the second Doomsday doors, to follow Arda Thanatos. Thanatos.
That's
rather.
okay. I'm raring for it now. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's
basically
see
she's
the
asking, do you
shrine
guys
of
want to?
Saren Ray first, I think.
So
we're
yeah, this
there.
is another hallway. Pariah tells you that if you go down that hallway far enough, there's another Doomsday door around that corner, and also there's some like some acolytes would like those are bedrooms basically.
Okay.
But there might who knows
Sweet.
if there's anything staying there right now.
There's either dead acolytes or enemies.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek around this corner here stealthily. Alright.
You see some
No
doors.
doors.
I
And then a door
will
at the end.
let
Let's see what's
you
over here.
stealth ahead.
And she tells you that this is where down this way is where the Shrine of Sarenrae is.
Alright. Boop. Would this be considered a dungeon for like favorite terrain?
Yes.
Okay. I need to take whatchamacallit,
Ooh.
hide in plain sight. And choose dungeons.
So this door seems like it's closed, and it also seems like, it seems like it hasn't been
Before
locked for a long time.
we
for traps.
go on, I would like to cast Heroism on Pilbo, because he was nice and healed me.
Make them heroic.
Aw.
We're friends. So that'll I kind of assume that I'm not gonna need a second cast of it today. So may as well use it on someone. Okay.
Yeah, you don't think there's any traps.
Okay, then I will carefully open the door.
Okay, you see, unlike the other room, this one looks remarkably untouched. Whoops, wrong. It's supposed to be the reveal tool. The walls of this square chamber, partly covered by red tapestries, are decorated with carvings of the sun, the moon, and various constellations. 3 rows of wooden benches face a large stained glass window on the west wall, before which kneels a statue of a winged woman with fiery hair in a contemplative mood.
Neat. I'm gonna carefully walk in and start checking the place out.
What does everybody else do?
If Abrellis is moving in, I will follow.
I just
Right. Try walk
carefully
into.
follow Abrellis.
Yeah, I'll go in and
I'm not very
detect magic
stealthy.
around the room.
You do detect magic.
On the shrine? Or something else?
The room itself seems to have some sort of magic aura on it.
Oh, so if I concentrate Knowledge Arcana to identify a spell in place?
Sure.
Okay. There's a magic about this place, and none of us appear to be like hurting or anything, right?
Nope.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Okay, you're not sure.
That's unfortunate. I say that out loud, though, that there's a magic about this place. I can't tell what it is, though.
Hmm. Well, I mean, it seems oddly, like, I don't know, like, serene in here. Like, I feel rather safe.
Do you? Because there's only one exit here. I don't feel that safe.
Let me see.
Well,
I
2
cast
technically.
detect
If we needed to, we could break that stained glass window.
And I'm gonna do knowledge spell in place. Huh?
Better than me.
What's the DC for identifying a spell in place?
It's like 15 or
wow,
something.
he said I failed and he didn't even look it up.
Plus.
Jeez.
Oh, that's kind of up there.
This is a very high level spell. I don't think you know what it is either.
Okay.
Maybe it's like Hallow or something. That's the player talking. Pilbo, do you know what magic is affecting this place? Doesn't seem to be hurting anyone.
Well,
Yeah, but it does
we'll
seem
come
like
back and rest here.
nobody's been in here. Like not unlike
I
all
wouldn't
the other.
expect a priest of Saren or of Lamashtu to know a Saren Ray spell, anyways. I guess.
But yeah. Karai says she does.
Maybe-
She has the same feeling. She feels like she feels kind of safe in this room, but she's always kind of felt that way, even when she was here as
Maybe
a
we'll
kid.
come back and rest here.
Even when
if we
you
need
were
to.
turned to stone.
Even as I was turned to stone, I had a thought. Man, that temple of
I feel
Saturday
safe.
downstairs is very safe.
I wish I was there
No,
right
I'm gonna go
now.
back over here.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll look for secret compartments like in the other shrine room.
Yeah, she asked like,
Just
where do we want to
case.
go from here? Like, do we want to
Let's
just
check out all
follow?
these like rooms
Oh, you want to check
here.
the Alkaloid Rooms? Okay.
I'm guessing I don't find any secret compartments with my 25.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow Abrellis to the Alkaloid Room and kind of keep an eye down this hall. I don't want to go down that narrow hallway without keeping an eye out here.
Okay. So you're trying to like peek into these rooms? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I want to
And
see
then-
inside of them.
Everyone else is gonna hang out down in the bottom of this hallway here while you're doing this.
Oh no, I'm gonna wait. Fuck.
I'm staying where I am.
They turned,
Okay.
didn't they? Okay. There.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me, Abrellis, and perception
Yep.
check.
Can do. Stealth and perception.
Yeah, what
Okay, nothing going on in this room when you open it.
Okay.
Yep, see large bedroom, relatively large, honestly, like if you think about it, this is 20 feet across.
Okay.
Fairly large for an acolyte lodging that Sarenrae says, or that Karai says it is. And actually the door isn't completely shut. Like you're able to actually kind of push it open because it's like it's not entirely shut all the way. But yeah, when you do it, just looks like it's a fairly dusty, disorganized contents of it.
I call out and I say, "Hey, if there's any acolytes in here, we're the good guys."
Okay, somebody responds, but not from that room.
Oh.
Oh.
I wonder where and who.
Yeah.
Is it
from what
Alkaloid
room?
Sasuke?
Oh, God.
You hear a voice in your head
Okie dokie.
saying, "Intruder."
Oh.
Or is it Alkaloid Jen?
You shall entertain us. As you see the door up at the top of the hallway open up.
Oh, hello.
See,
Oh.
you see these weird looking octopus things.
Oh, handsome Squidwards.
Oh no. More
Alright, start
tentacles?
tap
What is
dancing.
this?
Let's go. Entertain. Chop chop.
Let's roll some initiative.
I can dance.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's see.
I've never really had to roll it before.
Okay. Well, it's worth a
here.
shot.
You
They
guys
said
need to
entertain.
carry this fight because we're down a hallway. So I'm just gonna have
Okay.
cover for days.
Huh? Oh.
Initiative. Well, what if we just step aside?
Yeah, you could do that. That doesn't normally happen, but I have a few other things I can do too. But I won't be able to do the deeps. I'm glad I didn't cast invisibility against the last creature. I kind of figured when it used darkness that it might have a way to see still. Or I assumed it did. Maybe these things won't though. So maybe I'll go invisible this fight. We'll see. Or maybe we won't see.
Look at all those d20s.
Hmm.
Those
We'll
are
find out.
initiatives for each of its tentacles, obviously.
Each tentacle has its own initiative. Okay. I mean, one of
Yeah,
them's Karai,
apparently
obviously.
we're fighting a lot of things. So this will be fun.
That's
Or
fine.
Pluto's just trying to freak us out. He just is like, let me just roll a random number in
You're
D20s
the
and I'll
only
use the
one
first like
freaking
X
out.
of them.
I don't know. I'm not even looking at any of that. I'm just waiting for the
It's
go.
like when Pluto's like roll a perception check even though there's nothing to see. He's like, let me just roll all these initiative rolls I don't need just to scare
I mean,
the
I
players.
do that all the
That's-
time. I
that's
tell you
my
guys to
favorite
do
pastime.
perception at nighttime all the time, even though I know I'm not going to spawn an encounter on you. But I do it
Okay,
just so
well,
that you get used to
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pastime. That way, when it matters, they're like, yeah, yeah, and they just do it without freaking out on you.
Right.
The GM who cried, roll a perception check.
Something like that. All right,
Alright, so
Brelis, you get to go first, as usual.
these are weird squiddly things. I'm going to let's see. I think my bombs have a 20 range
Knowledge.
increment, so I could probably just throw one at them to piss them off. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a minus, oh boy, a 6 to throw the bomb 3 range increments out of its normal 20, and just
Okay.
yeah, try to let them know
It
I
is
mean
versus
business.
flat-footed touch, so
Yup. Take this, asshole.
that'll hit, even with the -6.
That much fire damage. Let's see if it affects them.
It looks like not all of it does, but some of it does.
Alright, they know I mean business though, and now I'm gonna retreat. Get over here. That's my turn. I yell fire in the hole!
All right.
Oh, thanks for the warning.
This one is going to.
That's the entertainment I bring.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to calculate a range on this ability it's got. I don't think I can use that one. Okay. It's going to not appear to really do anything. And then same for this one. For Karaya, she's gonna delay back here, I think, for the moment.
Oh,
Jace.
geez. My turn came too fast. Well, luckily I have a longbow, so I can do long things. I'm gonna 5-foot step up here and trying to shoot down the hallway at the one in front.
Okay.
Is there a knowledge check I can do for these things first?
Yeah, knowledge planes.
That one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you know
I
that
rolled
this
well.
is also a Qliploth, just like the thing you fought before, but not quite as strong. This one's a Shogti.
Okay. I assume it has similar resistances.
It's immune to mind
DRs.
affecting and poison. It does have DR, but you can also get through it with cold iron.
Okay.
And then it has resistances to like everything else.
Cool. Do I know any like special abilities, like spell likes or anything it has?
So
Or it
you
has
know that
spell
these
casting.
things have some like enchantment type effects, like they can charm creatures and telepathically control things.
How long would it take for me to pull out some of that earwax stuff and put it in my ears?
Probably a full round, like to pull it out and then fly up.
I will do that as my 4-round action.
Jace is stuffing her
And
ears.
so I used one of the 2 uses. I tell the party these things have some mind controlling
What a
things.
weirdo.
There's one use
Yeah.
left if someone wants it. I'm holding it.
Yeah, you see one of these
Or I can drop it
come
maybe.
out.
Oh, hello.
Oh, what is that?
It looks like a char.
Oh, I hope it's like a
So-
werebear.
You see a humanoid covered in shaggy fur carrying a and it is carrying a battle axe, as the token looks like.
Oh, it got smaller. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's actually only medium.
You were just letting us see it. Cool.
Yes.
Hi, friend. Why do they all have red borders on them? Why can't we all be friends?
We do have a
Hmm.
red border friend. He's right next to me.
Maybe
Yeah.
we will all be friends once they charm us all.
Maybe. All right. So that's it's gonna come out through the door. And it's gonna double move actually. Up to here. That's his turn. Silric.
I will flying kick.
Take out this bear person.
Well, since he
Yes.
insisted on putting himself in front. And we have people to entertain. People. I called them people.
Yep. Are you doing lethal or non-lethal damage?
Lethal.
Lethal. All right. Silric
I wonder if
strikes to
these guys
kill.
have been charmed.
Jace would maybe
Mm.
suspect that there's a chance.
Oh.
Okay.
I
So
told
let's
you
see
that
here.
the octopus things can charm.
Are
I
charmed.
don't know if no, not art. They can use charm abilities. Karaya, do you know this furry friend? I'll ask her. And she
She
maybe can't see him.
says, yeah, she says no. She doesn't recognize
Okay.
him. Okay, so 25 hits, 31 hits, 24 hits, 11
Wait, did
misses.
Silric have a full
Silric-
round action?
Yeah, because he flying kick.
Oh, that's right.
Because
Okay.
he's a monk. All right, you
Yeah,
take
monks
this
are
guy out in
good.
one turn.
I just think I should put heroism on Silric.
Maybe.
Oh.
All right.
Tomorrow.
I mean, +2 to attack goes a long way when you have 5 attacks.
Yeah,
6
I just
with haste.
wasn't seeing that many attacks because of all the Spriggan attacking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So-
I know now. I should put it on Silric. You have lots of attacks like me.
Yep, this
I was
guy
just
goes
like,
down.
I want to keep our cleric from getting mind controlled or something,
Rosalina.
or killed.
I see Jacina stuffing her ears, and so I
Jacelina.
ward. I ward her.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, another one of these bear people.
Oh god, if Silric gets controlled and flying kicks me.
Double moves in up next to Silric. And then another one.
Yay. Things to attack.
And Pilbo, it's your turn.
I bet your mirror images are maybe still up, huh?
Mm,
That's like a minute's.
they might still be up, yeah. It's probably been like 5 or 6 minutes. Because it would
That
have
should last
taken
11.
Yeah, it would have taken a little while to activate the restoration. You guys did like some wanding for like a minute. You only spent a few minutes probably looking around up here too. So yeah, I think
Yeah, I'll
you're
be
probably
gone
good
after
for
this
like
fight.
you're probably good for like a couple more minutes on your mirror images, since they last for like 11 minutes.
And you have heroism on you too, if you didn't hear.
Mhm.
So have at it.
Mostly just helps. Well, what Pilbow's doing mostly else it helps saves.
Yeah, yeah. He does like
His
some of
melee
his
touch
touch
attacks actually
attacks.
too. That's true.
Yeah. That's kind of why I was thinking. I guess Ron can't talk. Lots of people there or something.
Yes.
On call,
Jace
okay.
identified that these are Shogti Quiplofs. And they have like mind control abilities.
Yeah, they have like mind control stuff. They're like weaker versions of the thing we just fought. They have all the same like resistances to basically everything and immune to mind affecting. Their DR is cold iron also.
True, they have
The
weaker DR.
furry bear
Lawful works
with
still,
battle
but
axe. We don't know what
also
they
cold
are.
iron. Yeah, nobody knows what these guys are yet. That would be knowledge of local.
God, I hate being on call. I had a thing the other day that went till like after 7 o'clock.
Okay, Grace. That's good. It's a good spell. Nice, okay. Alright.
God, this is the best VOD content.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. It's fine.
Okay, yep, you give him Visions of Madness. He has the Visions of Madness debuff now.
He's a mad lad.
He is a mad lad, indeed. Okay, another one of these comes out, double moves up next to Pilbow. Okay, round 2, Umbrellas.
I'm gonna pull out my wand of shield and use it.
Umbrellas has shield. Anything else? 5 foot
Yep.
step anywhere? Okay. Let's see, this guy. Gonna move a little bit closer. And Pilbow hears a voice in his head saying, "Prostrate yourself."
Ooh.
Bitch,
Uh,
Pilbow's got a mind of steel.
Bitch,
Pilbow
bitch.
needs to
And
roll a
before the
will
nat
save
one,
versus this spell-like ability.
I think he only fails on a 1. Yeah, will save.
Yeah, it's a will save. He is issuing a command.
Well, he rolled exclamation point 5 instead of 15, so that's a 29.
29, you're fine. You do not have to lie prone, as this guy is trying to command you to do. This guy, he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna say, "Listen to us when we give you a command. Listen to your betters," and try to tell you to do it again. But I think you only fail out of 1, so that's a 2, but not a 1, so you're fine.
Oh, dang.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Karaya is gonna move up and
No,
try to.
God damn it, Karaya.
she's gonna try and trip the one that's next to Silric here. Did she do it?
I hope so.
She did. She tripped him.
That's actually good for me now.
Okay. Jace.
I'm first going to try and identify these local creatures.
Okay. You know that these are in fact werebears.
Hey, Matt was right. What do I know about werebears other than the fact that they sound cute like Care Bears?
Werebears, unlike like werewolves, are normally actually good aligned. They otherwise are like lycanthropic.
Okay, so they're probably mind controlled.
Probably. And
I tell the party try not to kill them.
Says the
Yeah.
one who tends
You know that they
to
have-
kill things.
yeah,
I
you
do
know
not
that they
tend to kill things. I'm literally lawful good.
Yeah, but
Most,
you crit things
most
because you accidentally...
werebears, like most people that turn into werebears, tend to be like outdoorsmen, right? Because that's where they're going to encounter. Like,
That's where
the
they
curse
can
of
find their
lycanthropy
honey.
there.
Oh, okay.
And
Before they
yeah, they
turn.
also have, they do have like similar to how like a werewolf has like wild empathy kind of with wolves, they do with bears. So, but yeah, they have like a human form normally, a hybrid form, and then they also can just straight up turn into a bear. These look like they're in their hybrid form right now.
So what's it called when you turn into a bear? Because lycanthropy is like a wolf-specific thing, right?
It's still called lycanthropy.
It's still called lycanthropy, but yes, I know what you mean.
Oh, okay. They should come up with a new word. Anyways, yeah, I tell the party try not to kill them. I think they're under the influence. They're fighting under the influence, and then I'm going to 5-foot step up behind Silric and shoot over Silric's shoulder at this frontal octopus creature.
Okay. Seems good.
And since this guy's prone, I should be able to just shoot without any issue, I hope.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Okay, and then I will use an arcane pool point to enhance my weapon because that ran out. For anyone keeping score, I'm at 2 out of 9 left. And I will use a pointless acid splash with my attack to get the extra attack.
Well, yeah, it'll train it both.
There goes.
Okay.
If that's the case,
The 30 hits, the 25 hits, and the 26 hits, but the other ones miss.
Okay, but I got my mini shot arrow. The acid they resist, I assume, so.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Sorry, I had point blank on. You're gonna have to subtract 1 from all the numbers, if that matters. I mean, the damage will, but hopefully it doesn't affect the attacks. But it might.
One of the attacks misses now, too.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
So I hit with 2 attacks, the 30 and the 26 that became a 25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we found their AC is 25. Alright, that's my turn.
This guy's actually dead. Alright.
I'm hoping if we aim for the tentacle things, that these things being charmed will no longer be charmed, but I don't know if that's how that works.
I mean, Silver could just knock him out.
Yeah, I tell Silver, try not to kill them. They're probably good and under the influence.
But fortunately,
Alright.
if Silver wants to do that,
You can
he's no
kill the
penalties
tentacle
for it.
things. I mean, you
Unarmed
can
strike.
try and kill these things too. I mean, if you're Pilbo, you might just channel and try and kill everything. I mean, it
So-
worked.
Maybe.
I'm not upset about it.
The one in front of me is tripped.
Yeah, so he's prone right
Yes.
now. He's easier to hit.
Oh, you get a +4 to hit things that are prone, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Technically, it
Or you
lowers
can
their
get the
AC,
flank
but
with
yeah.
Pilbow.
I'll just go after the one in
I mean,
front
yeah.
of me.
If you take
And you
this
can
guy
5-foot
down,
step afterwards into a
you can
flank.
do a flying kick on one of your later attacks to move somewhere else, or just 5-foot step.
Yeah, I'll just attack and then I'll 5-foot step.
Okay, so let's see. 31. I think all those, including the only one that misses is the 14. The 18 hits though, because he's prone. So let's see if he's still up.
But does he fall down before then?
Maybe these guys don't actually have a lot of health. They're kind of just here to like get in the way.
Yeah, they're here to clog up the narrow hallway.
Oh, okay,
It was
actually he
obvious
does.
when we started that
He
yeah,
does actually
something's gonna happen in
absorb
this hallway.
all of the attacks and gets knocked unconscious.
I mean, that's fine. Silveric's now providing the flank for Pilbow.
True.
So that's good. I kind of hope I get charmed and have to attack the party. I'm not gonna lie.
Rosalina.
Like I always find that exciting, even though I don't want to like use my full power.
It seems like she doesn't see what's down the hall, so
I
don't
told you
attack
that they
them,
are
don't kill them.
weaker versions of the thing we just fought.
Well, he made the.
I'm going to okay. I guess I'm gonna have to move to see. I'm gonna move up here, and I will misfortune the one, I guess, behind
I
Pilbow.
assume you're talking about one of the werebears? Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
Okay.
Why would it?
just in case he like can flank or backstab or sneak attack or whatever. She,
Oh, okay, he failed. He's got misfortune.
cool. Okay. That'll be.
This guy's unconscious. This guy's got Visions of Madness. He's gonna turn and attack Pilbow.
Okay, that's fine.
Pilbow says
Was he
that's
have a
fine.
minus? Yeah, he's got a -6 to it from Visions of Madness. So
+2 from flank though.
okay, so an 18, I'm pretty sure is gonna miss against Pilbow.
Might hit an image.
I don't think so. I don't think it's within 5 of his AC.
No. Okay.
He's gonna do another attack. Technically, he's gonna try to bite you as well.
Pillbow's just giving up.
All right, that misses. Pilbow. Okay. The one above you is going to try to attack you as well. He's got a better chance because he doesn't have Visions of Madness, except that he's got Misfortune, so he's gonna roll that twice. So 13
Yay.
misses. He'll try to bite as well. Oh, you're gonna shift behind him with the immediate action. Okay, I like it. So his bite actually is even lower to hit because he doesn't have the flank anymore. So it's high. It's a 20. He's gonna miss too. Okay. And then it's your turn, I guess, because you delayed.
Yeah, go punch that squid in his face.
Is there an AOO there?
Punch the handsome Squidward.
Yeah, so he's going to take an attack opportunity as you move up next to him. With a bite.
Bite me.
I think a 25 still misses you, though. Might break an image, though, but maybe not. I don't think so. Your AC is above 30, I believe. Yeah, if
Yeah,
it
minus
misses by 5. It does break an image. Okay, cool. So he breaks one image. Go ahead and do your Visions of Madness, though. And unlike the last guys, these actually do not have spell resistance. So you apply Visions of Madness to them. Where's the button for Visions of Madness? There it is. Okay. Pretty good turn. It's actually only round 3, just because I accidentally went to it earlier last time. Abrellis.
Okay, so this door is open, right?
Mhm.
Is this door open?
Yeah, it's like it's not. It's kind of a open a
Okay.
crack kind of thing. Like you can just push through it basically.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to come out from cover, and I want to get over here without being noticed. So I'm gonna roll a stealth to go from cover to cover.
Okay.
Stealth.
Go ahead and roll. Yep. Okay.
And let's see, that was... I think that was considered a double move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, technically that's a double move because I might have to do it half speed with stealth. So that's gonna be my turn. And I draw my mithril short sword while I move.
Okay. So you have your wand in one hand, or do you drop it?
Yeah, I got my wand in the other hand.
Okay.
I'm slowly advancing on them.
All right. This guy's going to attempt to flail at Pill. He's gonna start with a bite. But he's got penalties to it because he's got Visions of Madness. Hey, he rolled a 20. How many images does he got to roll verse?
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
Uh,
How many images you got?
One was broken, I think.
I know one image was broken. I don't remember how many you had though.
I got 5 left.
5 images, or am I rolling a d5 or am I rolling a
Yeah,
d6?
I got 5 images, so D6 or whatever.
Okay. He breaks an image. Okay. He's gonna attempt some tentacle attacks on you too, but these are a lot less likely.
I mean, all you have to do is roll the 20.
He's got to roll another 20. Those are not 20s though. Some 16 and 15 aren't too bad.
None
But
of those are 20.
No.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, the
This
fact that
one in
they
the
have plus 10 without the visions is pretty good.
this one in the back is going to. He's going to cast a spell.
Can I see well enough to
okay, spellcraft.
spellcraft?
Sure. He's casting Dimension Door.
Is
Ooh,
he
getting
touching his
tricky.
buddy? I guess not.
Nope. He's just teleporting over here.
That's
Oh,
that
That's
is
That's his
something.
turn. Karaya's gonna 5 foot and
Trip it.
try to attack this guy. She is gonna start with a trip.
Wait, are these things flying or are they standing on their tentacles?
They are moving around on their tentacles. They're
Okay.
octopuses. They can move on land.
Do they have 8 legs, and is she actually trying to trip something with 8 legs?
Oh yeah, she actually is not gonna try to trip him. I don't think she can.
They have 4 legs
The
or 4
picture
tentacles.
shows 4, but I'm just wondering.
It
you
is
said they're
actually.
octopuses.
They look like octopuses with only 4 tentacles.
Okay.
Karaya is not gonna try to trip them because yeah, they're gonna be pretty much impossible. But she is gonna attack. She hits 1 attack. She misses that though. Okay. All of that, and she hits 1 attack.
Dang.
For 4 piddly
What a piezo character.
damage. She is a little bit better if she fights her favorite enemy, but these are not her favorite enemy. Okay.
I suppose I need to figure out what I'm doing here. If I have cover here,
Mm-hmm.
can I what happens if I shoot this thing that's close to me? Does it
Gets
have cover?
Yep.
Because I know there's a thing like, oh, if I'm shooting like over someone's shoulder, it doesn't, but that doesn't count if they're in combat. Is that how that works?
Doesn't count if they're just as close to the thing. So if
I
in
see.
terms of determining whether something gets cover or not, if the thing that's providing cover is closer to it than or as close to it as it is to you, then like
I
gets
see.
it. You know
That
what I
makes
mean?
sense. Yeah, yep.
So that's why you don't just because there's something between you and it doesn't necessarily mean you get cover if there's a lot of distance.
Yes. I think
The main thing giving cover here is this this
the
wall.
wall.
Yeah. Also Karaya and Rosalina though.
So technically I can move and not provoke.
Mhm.
Or I can just shoot this one that Pelbo's fighting, but I don't know if I want to just leave this one here to do its work. This is tough. I mean, Karaya should be able to hold her own for a minute. As long as Secret gets out of there.
Oh,
I'm going to 5-foot step up here, and I'm going to shoot at the one that Pelbo's fighting. Because it won't have cover or anything against me. And I want to kill one of these. So we don't have to worry about 2 of them. And I'm just going to do like an acid splash thing. Am I within 30 feet yet? I don't think so. No. Alright, so these numbers will be correct. No greens and no reds.
25 hits and the 29 hits, but everything else misses.
Yeah, I rolled pretty bad. But yeah, I'll take 22 damage. That's my turn.
Okay. Silric.
I'll attack the werebear in front of me.
I think Silric's making short work of these guys.
Yeah, I mean that
Oh,
keeping
yeah.
them off me means I'm not provoking every time I attack, which is great.
Okay, the 15 misses and the 12 misses, but the other 3 attacks hit. And you do just enough to knock this guy unconscious.
Yes, you're not hurting them too much. I love it.
well, she can do unarmed, non-lethal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we're doing like just enough non-lethal damage to knock them out.
Do you 5-foot step anywhere?
Can I 5-foot step over him?
Yep. All right, Rosalina.
I'm gonna knock him out, then step on his body.
That is a thing.
Sorry, I was sneezing. Okay, well, I see that fellow, and that's fun. That's cool. I'm going to, I think I'm gonna concentrate.
Concentrate, cast defensively? Okay.
Yeah. These have spell resistance, probably.
No, they actually
No,
do
I
not.
told you they do not.
Unlike the other guys, they don't. These are a lot weaker.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm going to be casting. Wait, are these amorphous or amphibious?
Mm,
Do
they're
they
not
have
amorphous,
flesh? I guess that's my question. Okay. What level is this?
I guess it's a very reasonable question because an octopus can kind of like they're not
It
technically,
can
they're not
contort
fully
itself,
amorphous, but
and
they can
yeah.
sort of do some similar things. So I
Octopuses
guess
are
that's
crazy, man. They can
Fuck.
fit into like such
Is
small
it 10
areas
plus
through like
double
small
spell
holes.
level or 15 plus double spell level?
15 plus double spell level is the DC, the target DC.
Maybe I don't want to do that.
If you don't want to
Okay. Do I have a
concentrate,
touch?
as long as it's not like a touch thing, you could 5-foot step behind Karaya and have cover
I
so
do.
it can't
Do
AOO
you think it has blood?
Yeah, probably. Of some
It
kind.
does blood.
Or ichor.
It bleeds. You should ask. Be like, tell
I
me.
should ask it. Okay, so 15 plus double spell, so I need a 25. I'm concentrating. Yes. Alright,
Oh, you got it.
I'm gonna
roll.
cast Blood Boil on it.
Blood boil.
Blood
Okay.
Boil!
Walk me through it. What am I doing here?
Okay. I'm gonna
Is it
pull
like
it
a
up.
fortitude
so
save?
oh, okay. Working on. Yes. Fortitude negates. The temperature of the creature's blood begins to rise over the next 3 rounds during the caster's turn. Each round, starting with the first, the target creature attempts a new saving throw at the start of the caster's turn to resist the round's effect. A successful save does not end the spell effect, but does prevent that round's effect. On the round that this spell is cast, the target becomes fatigued.
Okay, so what was the DC?
21.
Okay, well, it failed.
Okay, so it's fatigued. On the next round, blah 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 blah. On the third round, blah 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 blah. So it's just fatigued right now.
Okay. And more stuff's gonna happen on your next turns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
Okay.
What was that spell I was using on Whiz Pops that was like gets worse every 3 rounds? Suffocation, or whatever, that
yeah.
one.
Sort of like
It's
that,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
but
this
not
is
killing them.
necromantic. Not evil though, but necromantic.
It's a lower level spell, I think, too, right?
Oh, so
Is Suffocation
5.
evil? I don't think it is.
I don't know if it is.
Whiz Pops would never
I
use
don't
an evil
think it
spell.
is.
Come on.
Oh, right. I think Whizpop's hand waved everything.
No, it's not evil.
This thing is going
Nor was
to
that
come
mask.
back to protect its master, or try to.
It was the player that was evil. I can't help it. I can't help but evilly laugh when I cast spells like Suffocation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on
It's
with
like
my
force
fucking
choke.
ruler.
Okay, 23 misses.
Oh, I'll
Filbo,
5-foot step back as well.
and
after
does
28
not
that.
break
breaks.
an image.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to make a
Does not-
Jedi character. I need a laser sword.
He swings at 28,
You
right?
want to be a Jedi?
No, it was a 23. He has misfortune. He had to take the lower roll.
Gross.
He rolled
Oh,
twice and
okay.
took the lower, so the 23 is what he
Gotcha,
actually
gotcha.
took. Your turn now, though.
How long
Alright,
does
so I'm
misfortune
gonna
last?
move.
Couple rounds. It's like 2
All right,
rounds, right?
I'm trying to freaking use the measuring.
Did
yeah.
Secret
Hold on, let me
cackle?
No,
one
it's 2
real
rounds for
me.
that misfortune. I did not cackle.
Okay, so it's gonna
I'm
wear
trying
out
to use
now.
the measuring tool and it's moving my freaking camera.
Oh, I don't know what causes that, actually.
There, now
Click
it's
your middle
fixed.
mouse button in and
All
out
right,
or something.
so can I see the thing from this square here? That guy there.
You would be able to see him, but he would have cover if you're using like a ranged attack or something.
Well, just a normal spell.
You'd be able to see him.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through here and just take whatever consequences come.
All right, comes some attack opportunities. Gotta get you.
They're definitely
guy's-
gonna work.
Still got misfortune on him, so. Ooh, but he breaks an image, 27,
Yep.
I believe, right? So.
Yep.
And then the other guy,
What about Squidward?
Yeah, Squidward over here. He's got Visions of Madness on him. He's gonna try to.
Wait, wasn't there a flank there, or was that included in the roll?
That was included in the roll.
Okay.
So this guy's got Visions of Madness. He's got flank helping him, but he's got Visions of Madness hindering him. So in total, his body's gonna have a +10, but he misses.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, casting spell, need fortitude save on him.
Another fortitude save. Okay. Good news is he is fatigued from the blood boil, so his fortitude save is a little bit lower, I think. No, fatigue doesn't lower fortitude saves. I thought it lowered con for a minute, but no, it doesn't. Whoops. Okay, no, I did it. 27.
Okay.
So he probably made it.
Yeah, he passes. Never mind.
What was the spell?
Blindness.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that would've been pretty good. All right, round 4. Abrellis.
Alright, so, let's see. I could come down here and, like, maybe get a sneak attack on this thing. As long as it hasn't detected me.
Yep.
I think that's pretty good. Let's get rid of this. I'm gonna break stealth and move down here, and I'm gonna stab it.
First attack will, in fact, get your sneak attack dice on it because, unlike the other guy, he doesn't have a bunch of bullshit senses.
Flat-footed, yeah. Well, I only get 1 attack anyway, so here we go.
That'll hit and do some damage. This guy hasn't really taken a
Ooh,
whole
it's
lot
silver too.
yet. Yep. Silver doesn't actually help here though, so some of the damage is
Oh,
getting
it's
negated by
mithril
the-
that counts as cold
Yeah.
iron. Wait.
No, it's
No,
any
mithril
cold
counts
iron
as
for that
silver.
No,
reaction.
cold iron counts as cold iron. Okay. I always get that
Yeah.
confused. I always think that mithril counts as cold iron, not silver, for some reason.
So yeah, even though it
Right.
resists some of your damage because of its DR, you still do a pretty good amount because of that precision damage.
I'm gonna debilitate it with, let's see, -2 attack, and it can't 5-foot.
This one up here. It's going to attempt to cast a spell-like ability.
Yes. Bhutan.
It's going to cast Charm Monster, or no, Charm Person, rather. No, it's going to do Charm Monster.
I
What's the higher DC?
probably. I know the charm person. I don't know if I know the charm monster.
You'll probably still know it. It's going to cast it on Silric.
Me. Dang it.
So I need Silric to roll a will save. Now, you are currently being threatened and attacked by it, so you'll get a +5 bonus on this saving throw.
Oh no!
Oh no, that's a 1.
My worst
Alright.
fear has been realized.
Silric, you now think that Squidward up here is your best friend, and you're gonna...
You are Patrick Star, and you're gonna flying kick people. You're Squidward.
Squidward is my
That doesn't
best
necessarily mean
friend in
that
the
he's gonna
world.
attack us.
Or maybe
That's
you're
true.
SpongeBob. Or wait, no. Who did
This
Squidward
isn't
like?
Dominate,
You're Squidward's
so-
clarinet.
you just regard it as as a trusted friend. But you still like
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're not
treat
compelled to attack allies.
yeah.
Why can't we all be friends? That's the kind of mentality, I think. Okay.
Now I could try to still make you attack your friends, but it has to make an opposed charisma check. You'll never do anything obviously suicidal. Also, actually, yeah, you can't. If he tries to make you attack your allies, it'll break the spell. I
Oh, does
think.
it actually break the spell? I don't know how that one works. I
Any
thought that
act
you
by
just got like an
you
extra
or your
save.
apparent allies that threatens the charmed person. Oh, I guess no. Yeah, it can try to make you attack your friends, but it's not for sure that you will. But he's gonna attempt it. Um, but he can't do it yet. Or can he? He can. Yeah, he just cast the spell. He's gonna
He
try to.
gives the command now, right?
He'll give you a command as well. So we're gonna do that opposed charisma check right now. So there's a chance you might roll high on this and then not do what he orders you to do. It rolled fairly low. I know you don't have like high charisma though, so you should be able to do it from the if you're having trouble finding it, it should be on the main tab, I want to say.
Whatever the first tab is, yeah. Core tab.
Hmm.
Oh, you did it!
There we go. You do not have to follow its orders when it's your turn. The one down
Woohoo.
here who's debilitated right now is going to attempt to attack Abrellis, who just hit him with a kind of nasty attack.
Good luck,
Uh,
bitch. -6 to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't know that.
No, I think it does.
Probably.
It's going to start with a bite.
I did stab
Uh,
it and debilitate it.
22.
That does not hit. My AC is currently 26 thanks to my shield.
Okay. So this attack, he's gonna try to hit you with his little stinger on one of his tentacles. So um, this is actually versus touch AC though.
Uh-oh. Well, that -6 at least still debilitates his, whatchamacallit.
I think he misses still though,
Yep, my touch is 16.
and he's gonna do some normal tentacle attacks that all miss. So
Yeah! You
his
fool.
turn. Yeah, what a fool he was. Karaya is going to take some attacks, probably not very successfully, but because even if she hits, she doesn't get through DR very easily. She's gonna try it though anyway, but she misses and misses. She hits with one attack. Doesn't confirm. Doesn't break through the DR. All right.
What a character. 10 out of 10.
All right, Jace.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to just attack something that doesn't get a bunch of cover against me, so Silric's my friend, or is the tentacle person's friend. So probably won't let me shoot over his shoulder at his friend. You know what I mean? Like, will I have cover if I try and shoot through Silric now?
You won't even have cover shooting over Pillbone. Like, there's enough room there.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I thought just shooting through allies meant there was cover.
It depends, but in this case,
Okay.
no. He's a large
If you're
creature.
gonna roll no, then yeah, I'm. If it's big enough,
Yeah,
then
He's a
yeah,
it's
I'm
large
just gonna
creature,
attack
and there's
smaller,
like,
yeah.
and there's a whole bunch of room here. I don't think it's an
Okay.
issue.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot that one down there.
You
And
might be able to take it
Silric's
out.
gonna be like, no, not my friend. Yeah, I'll just do the acid splash thing. I'm not going too crazy here. We still have a big fight later, I think. Where is... If I 5-foot step up, I'm in point blank range. Let's do that. Button. Go. Ooh!
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, the net
so,
20 on the mini shot's wasted, but...
Yeah, your crit kills it.
And the rest of the attacks go towards the werebear, I think.
Sure. That works, yeah.
Since that's the direction I was facing, I don't want to be like, oh, and then I 180 shoot this thing around the wall or something. That seems weird.
You 180 while riding a shield down some stairs, Legolas style.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hero, but yeah, maybe not that much yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll shoot the
No,
werebear.
you're probably higher level than Legolas. Let's be honest.
Ah,
Well,
you see that elephant thing he took
Legolas-
out single-handedly
Legolas in the
in
movies,
like one
actually.
round?
Legolas in the movies is probably higher level than Legolas in the book.
Yeah.
He spent like one round in the third movie to take out like all those enemies and the giant siege elephant thing.
All right.
Maybe it's 2 rounds. I don't know.
The werebear's still up, but
Excuse me, Pluto. I want to roll my acid crit damage on the creature.
you can.
I
but
do 4 damage. It doesn't
Actually, I
even
did
get
know-
through the resist.
Yeah. Silric,
I'm like, this might
you-
actually get through the resist. It's a crit.
you had originally been charmed, but the thing that charmed you is dead. So you're actually able to just do whatever you want now. We did all that dice
that
rolling
was
for
my
nothing.
main goal there.
All right, well,
Pilbo hides, or sorry, Silric hides under Pilbo.
oops. I'm gonna attack the bear.
And take out the bear. All right.
On a date.
Yep. You
2
take him
health.
out. He's unconscious. Only need like 2 of those attacks actually.
Yeah.
But he was already hurt from Jace, so. All right.
Cool. Just one guy left.
Yep, Rosalina.
Woohoo!
So
Okay.
It needs a
Although
fortitude
I
save
recall
again.
there being
Yes.
7 initiative rolls and only 6 enemies, so I'm concerned.
One of them was Karaya.
Oh, right, okay.
This was.
Okay, it failed its fort save again.
So
You should've just left me
on
confused.
the next round, as the blood temperature begins to rise, the target's capillaries burst, dealing 1d6 points of constitution damage on the target.
Okay, go ahead and roll that constitution damage.
Woo!
I'll
Come on,
apply it.
6.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Oh, you got it! That's so good.
So I think it's still fatigued though, but yeah, now it's.
'Cause that hurts its fort
now
save
it's
by
down a
3
bunch
for the
of-
third
yeah.
effect, and it gives it minus the HP. That's so good.
It's getting very bloody now too. I mean, its capillaries just burst.
Yeah. Don't show
ability
up
score
behind me
damage,
like that.
6.
Like it's totally.
I was hoping you had a cool spell or something to use.
Oh, I got a lot of cool spells, but they're also very like mean. Mean-spirited spells.
Mean like the
Loses-
quadrupus dimension dooring next to you.
21
Yeah, that was rude.
points, I think.
I was honestly really worried that the one that charmed Silric was gonna like charm Silric and then dim door away, so we couldn't like end the effect easily.
Okay, here I can figure this out. Math is
Oh.
hard, guys.
I know. That's why I have Fantasy Grounds. To be fair. Which they tried to bribe me today. They're like, upgrade, it's on sale, come on. And I'm like, no.
Okay.
Too much effort.
I just had to figure out what its health was at after taking the damage. All right, and then you still have your turn. So what would you like to do with it?
True. I am going to 5-foot step one step further back. And I'm going to misfortunate.
Okay. So will save.
Yeah.
I made that one, so no misfortune.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Bronzy the bear is dead, so we're unconscious. Pilbo.
All right. I think I can make it to. Yeah, I can make it. No, that'd be cover there. I don't really want to use a spell though.
Charge. Oh wait, you're going. Maybe you can charge. I don't know.
No, I wanted Visions of Madness, but I just don't want to have to deal with cover. My rolls
You
have
have
been
heroism,
bad.
and you keep the charge.
If you miss, you keep the charge.
I guess that's
True.
true. Whatever. Yellow.
Also, it's still versus touch AC, so. Is that
You
including
roll
heroism?
4.
Is that including the heroism buff?
Yeah.
Okay. That misses the touch AC by 1.
That's fine.
But you still have the charge. Round 5, Abrellis.
I'm going to acrobatics through its square to get to the other side.
Okay. Let's see if
And
you
I'm
get it.
going to roll twice with my peerless maneuver.
Okay, probably a good call. It's a pretty important roll. Oh.
Double roll.
Feels bad.
You don't get past him. He's gonna
Hold on.
take an attacker. Oh,
Do
you got
my
another
boots
reroll?
give me the reroll? I always gotta check these.
I hope
get
they do give you
Pepper's
another reroll,
boots. Yeah,
and I hope you roll a
acrobatics.
25 again.
Yeah, they can reroll any one failed acrobatics, climb, or stealth check per day, so I'll take
Okay.
the reroll.
Yep, this is a failed check, so. There you go.
Hey!
All right. You are on the other side now, then.
Yep, I'm too stacked to fail that easily.
Not as funny as a 25.
325s, yeah, it'd be pretty terrible. Alright, then I'm gonna attack with flanking.
A 24 would have been pretty funny, too. Yep, you have flanking. That'll hit. And
Okay. And I'll debilitate it with minus AC and minus attack.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
it's just gonna keep trying to attack you anyway.
Yeah.
That misses. This is gonna go over his touch AC, misses, regular AC, regular AC, regular AC. Yeah,
Yep.
the debuffs.
The debuff
Imagine
squad.
if Pilbo had put the Visions of Madness on him too, on top of that, or
That'd
like
be
the
great.
Misfortune. Would have been pretty
They have
funny.
like no to hit.
Yeah. Karaya has an easier time hitting at least, I guess. I'm just gonna roll her sword damage because she can't actually hurt it with her other weapon, I don't think. Or maybe she can. Hold up. One of her weapons is cold iron.
Can she crit,
Right?
though?
Oh no, it's not. Never mind. It's mithril. She could crit. That's true. She might crit. Ooh, there we go.
Hey, see?
She did it. She crit.
Yeah.
I knew you had it in you, Karaya.
She still did no damage.
You're a stone cold killer.
She did no damage with the crit. Oh wait, that's actually too higher, but still misses. Okay, she does no damage. She's providing a flank for Abrellis. That's her job.
Yep.
Jace.
What is the attack situation looking like if I 5-foot step?
Cover.
Sure. It has minus AC. I'll just attack full round through the cover, and we'll use an acid splash. Why not?
It's also got AC lowered from being fatigued. Because that lowers her dex.
Nice. Oh, the first one misses,
30 hits though.
but maybe some of the other ones are good.
Yep, you take it out. The con damage it has on it as well. It didn't have a whole lot of health left.
Yay. And keep in mind,
Yay.
not that it's come up yet, but I do have clustered shots I took as my bonus feat for level 11.
But it's not completely dead, right? So we get to see what happens on the third round of Blood Boil.
Oh, I mean, depends. Jace, do you keep shooting it?
Yes.
It's completely dead. Because it
Oh.
got
But
down
the
by
effect,
it got
the spell effect
down
might
by
still
the
go off.
What would have happened?
It
That's
would
not
take
pretty.
11d6 damage and be exhausted.
Oh,
If
that's
it's
awesome.
not dead, it's exhausted.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, yeah, that's pretty rough.
It would.
So like, yeah,
if it failed
the
that
first
save.
part of the spell is very minor, but then like if it gets hit like by a bunch of con damage,
So
then
it is
11d6
very
like
similar to
hurts pretty bad.
suffocation.
Yeah.
But suffocation
feels
only
more
requires
fair.
two fails. Because the second fail on suffocation means you go unconscious and go to 0
Plus,
HP,
like,
I think.
watching someone suffocate is like, oh, like it doesn't really look like there's anything magical going on with them. But this one, it's like, oh, my blood vessels are bursting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Matt
I
likes-
guess. I mean,
Matt likes bursting
you
blood
see them
vessels.
struggling to breathe.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, did you like
Suffocation
swallow
only works
something?
against things that breathe. This only works against things that have blood.
Yeah.
So they're both good. I think suffocation
Quentin
is more
Tarantino
powerful.
would prefer
but...
this spell.
Probably. Probably.
Cool. That was a really fun fight, I thought.
Yep.
Especially the part where Silver succeeded at the save to not have to attack me. That was my favorite
Oh,
part of
the
the fight.
charisma, the composed charisma check. Yeah.
Yeah, beating it by 1.
If you had, yeah, if you 5-foot stepped over and tried to shoot him, Silric would have had to take the attack opportunities and kick your
Well,
ass
Silver
for
would have
shooting.
like full
Squidward.
rounded me or something, right? Because the thing was
Well,
telling Silver to attack me or
it
one of its allies.
hadn't been Silric's turn yet though when you killed it. So,
I see.
but you probably wouldn't have moved up there, I guess, to be fair.
Go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, probably not.
But yeah, I mean, it would have been one punch, I suppose. So you might have survived it anyway. I don't remember if Silric has combat reflexes. I don't think
Combat.
so. Maybe though. I have no idea.
No.
I don't think so. Hasn't come up, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, everybody gets 8,800 experience.
Hey.
And yeah, this is where we're gonna call session, I think.
Oh, okay.
You guys, next session we can kind of explore. You guys can look around these rooms and see if there's anything anybody wants to grab from here. But I guess you got a better view of this room over here.
Maybe. I don't know. I think we should see if we can rest before the big bad fight, but I don't know if
I
we're
don't
on
even
time
need to
constraint or not.
rest, but-
Oh, you're not even close to the big bad fight.
No, I thought he was just like through one more chaos door or whatever, but okay.
Well, I mean, maybe he is, but I mean,
That's what Karaya told us.
she said that He's definitely past the door somewhere, but they've never been on the other
Oh,
side
yeah.
of the door. They don't.
She
They don't
said to
actually know
like
what's on.
follow him. We have
how
to go
far
there.
past that
But
door?
who knows what's behind the door? Yeah.
Who knows what
be
lies
a whole nother
beyond
Could be a
the
whole
chaos
nother
or the
dungeon.
doomsday door?
Woo.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, Cry's providing
I mean,
information.
you guys haven't been in this.
If nothing else.
You guys haven't been in this book that long, so I mean,
That's true.
Wait, is the whole book just one big dungeon? I guess it is.
They can be.
spoiler alert. That's
Yeah.
this whole. That's this whole AP.
I know. I know. I want to craft.
What?
Brought him back.
I guess.
need-
He picked the wrong AP to craft. Like, I don't know.
No, this is a good
No,
AP
it's
to craft.
It's a good AP for crafting.
I mean,
Pluto said so.
it's just not the best.
I
It's
mean,
a good one for crafting, just because it's you can do it between
there's time
dungeons.
between dungeons.
I guess.
Yeah, we'll get
It's
some
not like
time in a bit.
Kingmaker time. It's not like months of time, but
But yeah, it's a little different. It's not like because like in Hell's Rebels, for example, you can do it as other stuff's happening, like because you're based in one spot for the most part. So yeah, got that tomorrow
Yeah.
for Kingmaker.
Yep. You guys are
Wait,
traveling
what?
right now.
Hell's Rebels?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hell's Rebels
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Hell's Rebels.
King Rebel
You said Kingmaker.
Maker.
I was confused.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing
whatever.
Kingmaker now.
Thrune dethroning
We're making
Maker.
ourselves the king, Thrune, not you.
Yeah. Oh, we got
Kings
experience.
and
Let me
queens
log that.
and others.
We got some XPs.
Oh, that was a fun session.
Yeah, full of combat. I enjoy much.
And you'll probably
Well,
enjoy
and in
tomorrow.
this, well, in this game, I made a character that is okay, and in Matt's game, I made a character that is like purely combat oriented.
You always make purely combat characters.
No.
Well, Gigi's
not in
not.
Secret's game,
Yeah.
and not in
guess you're right,
Mantis's
yeah, and
game.
Philippe
well,
certainly
kind of.
wasn't.
Philippe was not a combat
Philippe
character.
was the opposite. Philippe is the reason most of my characters have pretty good combat, you know, abilities. Because I don't want another Philippe to happen. I make sure I have a plan at level like 12 to, 13 to make sure I have a build that'll be
Never
useful.
again. Never again will I charge 12 shadows.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Oh, bye,
Oh, I
Ron.
was just
Bye,
roll-
Swinky.
Just don't charge most things
Yep,
you
good night.
don't know what they are.
Goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.
Good night.
I was a new player still. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned, right? I learned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now he's just paranoid about everything.
Yeah, it's really funny too, because like everybody else in the game knew. It was
We
like,
were all
oh shit.
prepared.
New. Everyone else
Debunker.
knew.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
You sure you want to do that?
Oh yeah, I think we even like questioned you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think you guys also assumed that I had some knowledge of what I was doing.
No, I think you're just stubborn.
But at the end
I
of the
think
day,
I-
though, I wasn't upset about it because I wanted
Yeah, well, we
to
were all-
change my character anyways.
Hmm.
Like, I didn't do it on purpose to die, but, like, I was kind
Yeah.
of frustrated with being useless in combat.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
And bringing in, Raziel
Raziel was a
was
fun
able to
character.
come in and, yeah. He did very similar things to Jace, being, War Priest versus Magus.
Mm-hmm.
I've never played a War Priest before, but I feel like I probably would like it, just because, yeah, it reminds me
It's
of Magus.
similar, yeah. Yeah, I would recommend. I think there was a lot of stuff I could have done that I didn't really do because I was just like, I just want to make this guy do damage, which is how a lot of my characters go. But not even Caleb. Caleb isn't all about damage. Like, he does damage, but he's about the intimidate and the fear effect. That's really what his build's about.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also figured we're playing this, like, social being in a city game, so I assume most creatures will be susceptible to fear.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going into, like, realms of weird creatures that are fear immune.
You're not going into the undead city. Or whatever.
Right.
There's probably, yeah, there's probably some AP that's like themed super heavily. Well, I mean, Mummy's Mask. You wouldn't want to play the Intimidate build in Mummy's Mask.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Probably would be dubious in Tyrant's Grasp as well.